tanzen durch die ganze Nacht. Wir tanzen bis der Tag erwacht. Let's dance together. Let's dance together. Wir drehen uns im Kreis. Die ganze Nacht. Jetzt weiß ich erst, wie schön das ist, wenn man die Welt total vergisst. Ja, vergisst. Let's dance together.
Hello, YouTube! Welcome to another day of an Athletic FC / Tifo watch-along with me, Joe Devine. I'm joined today by Jon Mackenzie.
Hello.
And Kaynak.
Hey.
Welcome back, guys. How's it going?
I'm good, thank you. Yeah.
Have you enjoyed the World Cup in my absence?
What do you mean by that?
Well, you weren't here yesterday, so I was absent from you.
Yeah, it was nice to actually watch the games properly. Yeah.
What did you enjoy most about yesterday?
Oh, there was lots of upsets yesterday.
There were.
Which I thought was fun. There was also 4 draws, is that right? Was every game a draw yesterday? I believe it was.
So,
Was
yeah.
indeed.
So, yeah, I thought that. There were some fun games. I stayed up for the Iran-New Zealand game, and that was good fun.
We watched the first half together.
Sort of went hammer and tongs at it, and it was, good fun. I enjoyed that one.
That was fun. That was New Zealand's first goal. Who was the goal scorer?
Oh, Elijah Just.
Just.
Yeah,
That was
he
an
scored 2.
amazing goal.
Brace for him. Brilliant little player.
Loved that goal. What about you, Kai? What did you enjoy the most about yesterday?
It's a good question. I would say Cape Verde being very, very fun. And all the
Yes.
fun stories about them. The guy who got found on LinkedIn.
Yes.
That's an amazing story.
Yeah, Colin told us that yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose people will know it from the podcast yesterday, right? But in case they don't,
Feel free.
Yeah, the Cape Verdean FA messaged him on LinkedIn. He ignored it initially because it was in Portuguese, and then like 9 months later, it was like they sent it again in English. He was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, cool. I'll come play for Cape Verde," and now he's blocking shots in the World Cup and keeping clean sheets against Spain. Also, I found it quite interesting that people's kind of runaway favourites, well, a lot of people's big favourites, are not doing as well as maybe we expected, and this World Cup is looking a lot more open than I think anyone expected. I think it'd be really hard pressed to try and call it now, having seen Spain. Obviously, we'll watch France tonight. Maybe that will change things, but it's looking way, way more open than I think I expected.
I'm completely convinced that tonight's going to be a draw.
Yeah,
Just on the basis of the evidence so far. I don't know, but Jon, we're going to do a little bit of live tactical analysis now. Jon, you've watched the first few days of the World Cup. What have you noticed, big picture, about the tactics of the teams involved?
Yeah, I think it's really interesting because I guess we're working in the domestic game all the time, doing a lot of analysis there, and then you come into the World Cup and a lot of the football that you're seeing looks quite different. We spent a huge amount of time last season talking about how teams are really aggressive, pressing high. They're not wanting opponents to be able to sort of stabilise in their first line of build-up, making the games a lot more direct, a lot more intense. We haven't actually seen that. I was actually looking through FIFA's match reports. You can go and find FIFA's match reports after the games. And there's so many of these games where the teams are being given loads of space in build-up. And so rather than being aggressive and going high, a lot of teams now are actually doing mid-blocking. So not committing too high, making sure they've got a nice defensive structure and then forcing the opponent to actually try and find ways of breaking them down.
Because we talked about low blocks a lot yesterday with JJ, but how do you break down a mid-block? Yeah,
and I think that this is a really interesting question because, the thing that you have to do obviously is you're working against zonal structures. So what you're going to end up with is a team who aren't going to necessarily commit their players into man-to-man orientations very often, and as a result, the structure won't get pulled apart quite so easily as it will do against man-to-man structures. So you have to find ways of pulling that structure apart. And there's been some really good examples of that. I think the US under Pochettino found lots of ways of pulling apart the Paraguay block. So there's been a lot of good examples, but I think we're going to talk about a few less good examples.
Who's done it the worst?
Well, there's been quite a few, and I think part of the reason is because actually a lot of the elite sides, we talked about how there's quite a few games yesterday that were upsets. And a lot of those games, you've got your Belgiums and your Netherlands, where you've got managers who are, in their 60s. They've been doing this stuff for quite a long time. A lot of them aren't really at the cutting edge of tactical theory. And I think in the past you could just basically set your team up in a sort of neat and tidy in possession structure. And because these were elite sides, you've got a load of very good players on the pitch, and essentially you just think, okay, we've got the good players on the pitch in a decent structure. Now you go out there and find those solutions. And we'll talk a little bit, no doubt, tonight about Deschamps doing a similar kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I think what we're starting to see now is because these mid-blocks are so well structured, they're so well coached, it's not just enough to have your players in the right positions, as it were.
Yeah.
You've got to do something. You've got to create tensions to pull those blocks apart. And I think I've got a few examples from the Netherlands game against Japan, just to give you a nice example of what that looks like.
Can I say at this point as well, just to people who are watching this afterwards, we're live as we're doing this. This is somewhat impromptu tactical analysis. So the lack of Japanese names on the board, not a sign of disrespect against Japan, just as it wasn't intended to be a sign of disrespect against Curaçao yesterday either. But I just wanted to point that out. We're doing these live. And if you want to join us, please do on the Athletic FC. Jon, kick it away though.
Well, I was going to say I would have put the Japanese names on, but the names were getting a bit too cluttered already with the Dutch names, and we're focusing on the Dutch players in particular. So bear with me. But we've got Japan in their mid-block here, and what most people will know about Japan.
Oh, your board disappeared.
My board did disappear.
That's how terrible. Oh, is it your computer?
Yeah, I guess so.
This is a little behind the scenes for the people watching us live. The big board, it's just a bigger version of a small computer. Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. Yeah. Whenever I see those things on TV, I always think, I wonder what the software in there is. But no, it turns out it's just attached to a normal thing.
So we've got, actually, where is the ball on this? Oh, there it is. We've got the Dutch in possession here. We've got the Japanese in their mid-block. And for anyone who's watched Japan recently, they'll know that usually this Japan team is actually blocking out in a bit more of what we would call a 5-2-3 shape, very similar to what Crystal Palace do, especially around the halfway line, waiting for the pressure to arrive. But actually what they decided to do against the Netherlands is quite interesting. They decided to have Kubo, who's in the wide area here, dropping in alongside the midfield line, and then Dyson Maeda, who is the outside player on the left, coming inside. I think they were worried about Frenkie de Jong controlling the play. And so essentially what they did is they put these two players around Frenkie with access to the players in the Dutch back line so that they could jump out. The problem with that is that if you're playing with your back five, then you're leaving space open in this wide area with Dyson Maeda coming inside.
Yeah.
You would expect the wing back now to jump out, and they can move across, and you end up with almost like a 4-4-2 structure. Yeah. And this is what they did. But the problem is that because they were shifting between these two shapes, this is Nakamura on this side, the wing back. Sometimes he ends up in these between positions where actually he's in the back five and all of this space opens out.
Yeah.
That's the sort of situation where I think in the domestic game, if you did this, coaches would say, there's the space, try and cause problems, and let's see what we can do from there. We should be able to skewer them a little bit more than just having our players in the correct positions on the pitch.
This is football though, right? I mean, like whatever formation you set up in, whether you have 3 at the back, 4 at the back, low block, mid block, you're always sacrificing something somewhere, and the best coaches are the coaches that will, try to identify that in the time. You're making the point that in domestic football, it's a lot easier to do that because coaches have forever with the players, and they have loads of time to look at opposition analysis. When you're at a World Cup, you play, what is it now, 8 games if you get to the final in a short space of time. Much less time for training with the players. It's a lot harder, isn't it? Yeah,
and again, what I want to talk about in particular here is it's not just enough for you to have your players in the correct structure. And I think sometimes people think that positional players just make sure you've got a player in this channel and a player here and a player here, and don't overload this area, overload this area. Actually, the position of your players is really important because you can be in more or less dangerous positions. Yeah. And depending on how the opponent is set up, actually what you want your players to do is to realise where those more threatening positions are. The word I use is tension. You want to create tension for the opponent. You're trying to pull a mid-block apart. You want to try and pull those structures apart. You want players coming towards you. You want confusion on the part of those opponents, and you want to find ways of causing these problems. So I've just got a sequence here that I wanted to run through to show what that might look like in this game in particular. So here we are again. This is the Japanese in their mid-block shape, and as you can see, I've drawn it on as a 5-2-3. But actually, if you look at the lines that they're on, actually it's a bit more of a 4-4-2, which is what a lot of teams defend out of. That's what we talked about before. So Maeda coming inside, Kubo dropping off. It all goes to show why formations aren't really that useful to talk about because they shift all the time.
But it's also much more complex than it would have been in international football 8 years ago already, right?
Sure. And what we're getting here then is Nakamura stepping out to Denzel Dumfries on this side, because you can see the two forwards here are very narrow. They're leaving space on either side. And what ends up actually happening is that when Frankie de Jong now drops in, takes the ball in one direction, you can see Nakamura is going to drop back into that back line, as we said. They're in that in-between moment where they're moving from more of a 4-4-2 shape into a 5-3-2 shape. He moves back into that position, but then when the ball comes back on the other side, he stays in that position now, and that space has opened out. And you can see Denzel Dumfries here is actually on the same line of build-up as Van Dijk and Van Hecke, the two centre-backs, right? And in this instance, you might just think, well, OK, you can access that space if you play a couple of quick passes around the corner here. So bang to Van Hecke, bang to Dumfries, you should be able to access that space. But by the time you actually play those two passes, you end up with Dyson Maeda able to come across and cover that space. And now the Japanese structure is fine on this side. Now, that all looks well and good, and you know what the argument would be is because the Japanese have two forwards, you want to have an extra player in that front line to make sure you can overload them.
Yeah.
But I would argue that actually Dumfries can take up a much more dangerous position, still get the advantage of a 3+2, but create that tension that I'm talking about a lot better, which is...
But he didn't do that during the game.
Right, yeah. So I've just drawn it on here just to help people understand what I'm saying here. So we go back to the position where Van Dijk has the ball. If Denzel Dumfries is positioning himself here, and the reason I've drawn him here is because he's beyond the line of pressure that Maeda's on, right? So if he's here and the ball is either goes directly to him from Van Dijk, which, you know, there's the threat that he could cut that off. But even if you come across centre-back to outside centre-back, there's a big chance then that you're in behind Maeda, and this guy now, Dumfries, becomes a problem to the players behind him. You're starting to create those tensions. So I've drawn a few of these tensions on. So wherever there's a question mark, that's where I'm talking about a tension for a player. So this is Nakamura, the wing-back. If Dumfries ends up with the ball here ahead of Maeda, he can step up. That's fine. But then Crescencio Somerville in the wide channel now is free.
Yep.
That means Ito, the outside centre-back here, has to come across. You're already causing those tensions.
The dominoes, John. We're seeing the dominoes.
The dominoes, right. And that's what good positional teams do. They create these tensions all around the pitch, and they start creating indecision for the players there. Alternatively, you say, well, what if Ito himself just steps right up? Because you've got a bit of cover in this area anyway, so you could just get him stepping out. But then the problem is you're opening out the space between the centre-back and the wing-back in this situation. And then you're giving the possibility of Daniel Milan making that run in behind, opening up the space. And if Dumfries has the ball, then you can find that channel ball. The other option is you could...
John, can you pause me? Can you take over for me for 1 second?
Yeah, sure.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Kai's going to interrupt you, okay?
Yeah.
Go. Okay.
There's one more option, and that is this is Daichi Kamada, the Crystal Palace player. He could come across and intercept Dumfries here. But then if he's doing that, then he's leaving Gravenberch open, and that leaves the possibility then of a central progression as well. So, yeah, the argument then is that I think with some of these coaches, maybe some of these older coaches, they think that you can just put your players into the positions, have your structures, and the players will find those solutions themselves. But I think as a result of a lot of this, of what we've been talking about here, we're starting to realise that actually better coaches will get the players recognising where those tension points are, finding ways of being able to pull them apart.
Do you think maybe that Koeman's pragmatism here is playing a part as well, given that Dumfries, certainly when he's at Inter Milan, is this flying wing-back who spends a lot of time in the opposition final third, and in this still at least, it looks even more like you'd expect Van der Ven as the ostensible centre-back to be the deeper and Dumfries to be further higher up. Do you think that's like a part maybe of not wanting to overcommit yourself and make a mistake in a crucial group game, or do you think it's maybe a tactical instruction from Koeman?
Yeah, I think that's a really good question because, like you say, you've got Van der Ven as the outside the fullback on the other side, and the natural thing to do would be to have Van der Ven as the third player in this against the two strikers, right? And then have maybe Dumfries pushing forwards, especially because the way that the Japanese have loaded their press with the extra players on this side a bit deeper, it's just opening this side out. It just seems a bit curious for them to make that decision to leave this as maybe the weaker side that could be potentially pulled apart. But yeah, for me, the point is precisely that I think a smart coach would recognise this immediately and would be saying, let's find ways of causing problems here. I've got another example from later in the game as well. And again, it's very clear from this still that the worry was De Jong. They didn't want De Jong to get the ball unopposed. So when the pass from Van Dijk comes in to Van der Ven, you can see Kamada stepping up straight away into this area because he realises that that there'll be that Frankie de Jong will be free if he doesn't. And as a result, because he's leaving his player behind Gravenberch, you can see Ito stepping forward and making sure he's covering him. You end up with this situation now where you've pulled your block apart. You've now got Gravenberch in this situation here, and this area again, there's no tension being caused here whatsoever for the Japanese team. Maeda can come across and press Dumfries if he wants to. You can see Nakamura is on Somerville, and again here, these are the sorts of areas where you want your players to be like, actually, if I move across here, I'm creating tension for the outside centre-back Ito here. Because if Gravenberch comes into this area, Ito can move with him, of course, and then you'll end up with a 3v3 in this wide area. Yeah. But then if you're doing that, again, you're opening up that space in the middle, and most teams just don't want to allow that space to open out because they want to keep the weaknesses in the wide areas. If he does move into this area, suddenly that tension is being caused between these two Japanese players where they're either going to be pressing out onto, well, it's basically a 3v2, right? So you're creating that natural tension. So again, I think in all of these situations, what we're talking about is it's not just good enough anymore to have your team just sit on the pitch in a sort of rigid structure and be like, it's fine, we've got really elite players, they'll solve the problems individually. There are actually ways that you can find the structure helping you out as well. And to do that, you have to create those tensions, you have to pull those blocks apart. And this is going to be the World Cup of mid-blocks. And so, yeah, if you can find that, find those tensions, then that will be the way that you do actually generate ball progression and then chances from there.
Do you think it's surprising, because like the tactical meta right now is obviously rotations, like PSG obviously done so well in the Champions League the past 2 seasons by doing those kind of things where pulling players out of position, like you've been suggesting now. Has Koeman just not been watching them, or do you think it's a stubbornness of thinking my sort of old ways are the best ways, or yeah, what do you think's going on there?
I think with rotations, it makes a lot more sense to do them in the domestic game because everything's man-oriented, right?
Sure.
So when you do those rotations, then what you're trying to do is generate separation from the players who are on you, and if you can do that, that's the way that you are going to create and find space. Whereas in these sorts of scenarios where it's a bit more of a rigid zonal structure, what you're trying to do then is actually find the spaces in between them, create those spaces and then exploit them. So yeah, I think you could make the argument that if you were doing this stuff 10 years ago, it would still be beneficial, right? This is kind of like watching football from 10 years ago, a little bit. But I think the problem is that a lot of these coaches haven't had to really squeeze the most out of the systems that they're using because they have talent advantages. And now we're coming into this World Cup where the talent advantage is narrowed.
Sure.
These teams are so well coached. The Japanese team in their 5-2-3, sorry, in particular, when they're in their own half, they are very similar to Crystal Palace, as I said, and that kind of understanding of who goes where, who steps up. When you have a back five, you're giving yourself the flexibility to have a player step out to make sure you're covering areas as and when you need. As a result of that, you need to have a huge amount of understanding for what's going on. And you don't just get that in the international game, right? It takes a lot of time and hard work and effort. If teams are able to do that in that short period, then suddenly these approaches are much harder.
I mean, do you think we might be likely to see the Netherlands maybe break free a bit from this rigidity against opposition who maybe they're not as afraid of? Maybe they'd be willing to take a few more risks against, like a Tunisia, for example?
I think the difference in those games is going to be that the opponent might be a little bit more open, in which case, again, it's a lot easier to problem solve in that sense because you are hitting and exploiting like wide open spaces with elite players, you know, your Cody Gakpo's, your Crescencio Somerville's, your Donald Marlon. If you're doing that into space, suddenly the task becomes a lot easier. So, yeah, I think that will happen later on in the tournament. But what we're seeing in the group stages now is that you're coming up against a lot of teams who are like, fine, we are willing to mid-block and be quite pragmatic and fall into low blocks as well. The story of yesterday was just lots of low blocks, which teams were struggling to break down. So, yeah, I think that it will become easier for them. It's just a case of where do they come out in the group stage as a result of that.
How does this relate to France?
Yeah, France, that's an interesting question because I think Deschamps is probably in that kettle of fish that we talked about before with these coaches who, you know, they do give their players a lot of freedom. And, you know, there's a lot of advantages to doing that when you have the squad that France have. You sort of want to think, we don't want to burden our players too much with like a ton of tactical instructions or have in their heads, oh, I can't do this, I can do this. You want to let them get on with it to a certain extent. And, you know, the balance is fine. Like, you can still win games quite comfortably with really good players. So I guess we'll see tonight in the Senegal game. One of the things I'll be looking out for certainly is going to be Like what kind of structures are the French operating with? To what extent are the players able to sort of move out of those structures? I expect that we'll see France take up a sort of 4-4-2 block, sort of fairly low mid-block when they're out of possession, and then when they have the ball, find ways of just going like direct attacks through Mbappe, through Dembele, through Doué, all of these exciting players that they have. So yeah, it can definitely work, but it just means that if you do come up against a stubborn block, you can sometimes find it harder to break them down if you don't have some of those structural elements really coming to the fore.
Great stuff, John. Lovely round of applause there for some live tactical analysis. Head back on over. Next up, we're going to play. We're going to squeeze in a game of FC 26 before the game starts.
Let's do it.
And before France play again, we'll talk a little bit more about them, right? Do you need to keep that on, or are you going to come back to the board afterwards? Yeah. Maybe keep it on, and then we'll do a little bit afterwards. Okay, good. No, that's fine. Hey, Kai, will you pass me a control?
Yes.
Thanks, buddy. What did I miss? Did I miss anything fun? No? Great. Was it incredible analysis?
Top level analysis.
Good. Okay. Here we go. Right, who's up next? Do we remember what the next game was?
It was Barcelona versus Toronto, or maybe Toronto were at home.
Fantastic.
Maybe we're going to sunny Toronto.
Hey, Don, I think you need to do that thing you do with the TV when nothing works. Do you remember that thing you do? We love that. We love that thing.
That thing you do.
Also, I'm going to sit on the couch to play, if that's cool. Hey, do you want to feel free to engage us with the live chat while we're playing? Superb. Right.
I've seen someone in the live chat that said I look like Lord Farquaad even more than normal tonight, which I'm enjoying. That's fun.
Why?
Yeah, you disappeared for a second. I wonder if it was your burner account saying that.
Right. Okay. You weren't here yesterday, Kaya.
Yes.
So you don't know that it turns out JJ Bull's really good at this game.
I could have guessed it, I think.
Yeah. Oh, wait, can you pass me the controller? Right.
Oh, it turns out I nailed the France lineup on my board.
Did you talk us through it while I'm sorting this out?
Yeah, I can. I mean, it's not exactly rocket science because I've guessed it. So they've got, I guess the interesting things, Theo Hernandez at left back, people were maybe wondering whether or not it would be someone else there. They've gone with the front four of Doué, Mbappe, Dembele and Elise. It remains to be seen what orientation of those players they'll end up playing with, because any of them can basically fill in any position really. And then Tchouaméni, Rabiot behind them. Rabiot is a player that I think Deschamps really loves as a sort of connective player between the defence and the attack. So you'll see him crashing, and then Tchouaméni as a bit more of a holder. Saliba in the left centre-back slot, I guess, which is not where you usually see him, but that's what they do with France as well. So, and then Jules Koundé as the right-back. So you would expect Theo Hernandez to get further forward and Koundé to fill in alongside the centre-backs.
Delightful. And what about this game that's happening right here? Toronto FC versus Barcelona.
I have very little interest in the outcomes of this.
Rude.
Kai, this is your first time playing on the stream.
This is my first time. The one time I played so far, I've played twice actually. I played with Alex Barker in the office, and he sort of patronised me by trying to tell me how to pass on the game.
Yes.
Which was a low point, and then also Jack, another colleague of ours in the office, who beat me quite humbly as well. So my confidence is low coming into this.
Okay.
Am I Barcelona?
You're Barcelona, and I'm playing as my 2.5-star team, Toronto FC.
Okay.
For anyone who's joining us for the first time, we play FC 26 at half-time in the normal games, and sometimes we squeeze one in ahead of time. And we have a little league with 8 teams in. Each of us, that's me, John, JJ, and Kaya, we have a 5-star team, and we also have a 2.5-star team. Yours is Antalya Sport.
It is indeed.
I played as you yesterday and I lost.
Oh, thanks, man.
And mine is Toronto FC. So
who was JJ when you?
He was Real Madrid. He was Real Madrid.
Yeah.
So I think the thing is, if you don't beat me now,
I never will.
It's trouble for you.
Yeah. My tactic is just play around the back.
Right. You're the aggressor, though. You're the protagonist team here.
No, because I've watched enough Arsenal to know that's not a thing.
But this isn't Arsenal. This is Barcelona.
This is tiki-taka.
This is tiki-taka.
This is creating artificial transitions, draw you out of the low block. I've been watching John's analysis.
Oh, by the way, I said to the people in the Tifo Football Discord as well, if they had questions for us on the stream, they can ask them in the questions for podcast channel. So I don't know, Ryan, if you can have a check in there and see if there's anything for us.
How do I tackle again? Oh, there we go.
Yeah, see, this is what happened when I was playing. I had to work the buttons out by.
Hey!
And it was only once I got to the end of the game that I actually was feeling a bit more comfortable.
Oh, look at Petri go.
He's a lot quicker than my players, unsurprisingly.
Oh, yeah.
Joe loves build-up. Look at him go.
Yeah, I just did some lovely build-up. He got me past the halfway line, and that was it. Oh, beautiful.
Lots of praise for Jon's analysis.
Yeah.
It was good.
Oh, nice.
Really enjoyed it.
Thanks, people. People of the internet.
On behalf of them, I say you're welcome.
God, these guys are so slow.
Let's go, Garcia. What a pass.
It's weird today to have not already had a World Cup game earlier, you know?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I got kind of caught off guard by the earlier kick-off time for Spain Cape Verde yesterday.
Yes.
You called me midway through and I didn't realise it was actually gone.
That was lucky, though, because they called you to do your points of baptism because we'd forgotten.
Yeah,
And,
which is why I predicted 5-0
Luckily, you didn't know what the score was.
after half an hour of the game.
Yeah.
Oh, no, why'd
It's
you
not
play it there?
suited you that well, to be honest.
No, it was a rough day for me yesterday.
Yeah.
Does Stefan Eustachio play for Toronto?
I assume so. because-
Giovinco played for Toronto,
I
didn't he?
remember that, yeah.
Was there for
I
ages.
think Giovinco played in that Euros game that I
Where
went
to
to.
go? Oh, my
I watched
God.
Italy versus Spain. Was he playing? Or was that my thinking of Jaccarini, maybe?
Oh, that's gone outside the box, hasn't it?
Got a question in the chat from Big Mad Andy.
Oh, yeah.
Who's the best five-a-side player at Tifo?
Jon Mackenzie.
Jon Mackenzie.
Is it?
Although I scored 4 goals last week in
JJ Bull
my
will.
7-a-side league.
Yeah, congratulations for that.
Thanks, man.
JJ will hotly contest that that's not true. I mean, not about your goals.
What kind of players are overall?
What a tackle.
Because I've never played football with you lot.
Sorry, what was that?
I've never played football with you lot, so what kind of players are all of you?
I'm
I was a no-nonsense,
deeply technical.
Goalkeeper.
a
pacey.
deeply lying.
No, I'm very much a centre-back who... You know what? I'm actually not very good in the air because I'm...
Or at
Joe
the
won't
game.
understand this because I'm tall.
Right, yeah.
I've always been the tallest person, so I've never had to really jump for headers that high. So
Right.
I'm actually not that good at getting off
So
the
you
ground.
don't learn, yeah.
No, I've never learned. So yeah, I'm a ground jewel monster.
I think Jon is supposed to be, what are you, Jon? Like a little midfield general.
I can
Yeah.
imagine you being busy in the 6
You're the
role.
Jordan Henderson.
Yeah.
He uses his bum almost as much as Eden Hazard.
Oh, the Jon McGinn.
Do you wear Copa Mundials?
I did when I was coaching.
Oh, go
I used
on.
to wear coppers because they're really comfortable. But I started out because I used to be very rapid when I was younger. So I played as like a 10 who could run in behind, and then as time went by, I went deep. I did the Wayne Rooney, went deeper and deeper, and I now play just sort of in front of the defence,
Sweeper.
pinging
five-a-side?
balls around. Not well in 7s or 8s
Okay.
usually. When
Go
I
on
play
then, let's
5s,
have a king.
when I play in 5s, I just sort of sit in the middle.
on the other thing.
I haven't got any settings on
Oh, you did this yesterday. You got the
haven't done
shooting.
anything.
And there's a reason why shots have been
Oh my God,
crosses.
don't
Wow,
call-
we've
change it.
there's been some foul play.
Hang on 1
And
second.
surprisingly, it's accusations of
Hang on a
Joe
Why am I always
Devine.
being accused of
Hang on a
foul play?
second. Customize these controls.
God.
How do I change this?
Yeah,
That's classic.
It's your
That's what
responsibility.
you should
Is that
want
not
to
how
do.
you play?
That's,
Well, I did shoot and it just went out for a.
You're just
rubbish at the
bad.
game.
I think that was
game.
Right.
all right. We
Not
have
only-
to
not
retract
only-
the accusation of foul play
I
or
Retract it.
finishing.
No, I refuse.
Retract it like a newspaper that has
No.
to print a correction.
Don't back down.
For the record,
Oh.
Kaya just blamed a bad finish
Back
on Joe.
down.
Yeah,
Double
that's
down.
horrendous. And I didn't cheat at points of bad.
I'm not sure about that.
My God.
Don't-
Just because you guys don't know ball like
You're
you
playing
think
some
you
risky passes here.
Well, I like this question
Me or
from
Joe?
Yeah, you.
Incognito Honey
Every time I
Badger.
pass, I shoot.
See what you're saying? If you're not firm with them, they don't stop talking. That's the problem.
Sorry.
What's everyone's favourite World Cup ball?
Oh. I like the one that is round and is used in games.
I like the 2002 Japan South Korea one because I had. Oh fuck's sake! I had it.
You're not swearing on the
So
screen,
I
but-
didn't. I just under my breath said something. I
You said
had it-
Francis under your
yeah,
breath.
yeah. Oh, Francis. I had the Japan South Korea one at school when I was very young, and I kicked it over a fence, and I'm still quite sad about that to this day. But I have fond memories of that ball. When I set my record of keeping uppies,
It
which
went
is
over a fence?
6.
You never got it back?
No, never got it back. It was in a school, and my school had some houses next to it, and I think so many balls got kicked over they just stopped throwing them back after a while.
Fair enough.
So
Have you seen that incredible video from years ago of the
I mean,
man
am I supposed to be called-
over the road who's like kicking the ball, chucking the ball back up to a playground on top of a school, like on top of a building.
Oh wow,
Seen that?
I've not seen that.
A hero that all of the school children cheer. Fantastic. Back in the days when you could trust
It's like
the videos.
that tweet,
you saw.
isn't it? Where it's like, I took my granny to the chip shop and she said, "No Brexit," and everyone cheered.
Did you pick your favourite World Cup ball, John?
Do you know, I was on eBay the other day, spending untold
actually,
hours.
It could be a good one for the eBay challenge, actually.
Well,
Is that a spoiler?
well, no, because I decided not to go for it because I felt it was overpriced.
New
But
Japan South Korea.
I saw there was you can get like a display which has all of the World Cup balls from like 1970 whenever onwards. Just in this display, they're all mini though. They weren't. If it had been like actual footballs, I would have got it. But they're all quite small. But I thought it was quite cool anyway. But what was the famous ball? The 2010 ball. What was that?
The
Jabulani.
Jabulani.
That one's fun.
That was the one where they made it 2 round and therefore it became physically
They
unstable or
used
something.
too few panels to assemble it. I think it was 5 panels when usually there's 12.
Yeah.
Go on.
I think you need to have
That's a foul on your mark. Every day of the week.
you need to have inconsistencies in your ball because otherwise it
You know what
becomes
there's inconsistencies in? The refereeing decision.
This guy's like, the guy's completely lost it.
Refereed by Joe Devine.
Exactly.
I don't know, man. I think I'd probably go for one of the tangos.
Oh yeah, they were cool, weren't they?
Which
Maybe
one's the
the-
tangos?
I love an Argentinian tango.
When I was young, the
I'll wait until
Sabutio,
the
you used to be able to get
break
the
play and I'll show you.
Sabutio set, which had the orange tango balls in, and I also
Very
thought they
good.
were cool.
I'll be honest, Ryan, if you showed it to me while we were playing, I don't think it would make much difference to me. The level at which I'm operating at right now.
Were you a Sabutio player when you were younger?
Yeah. Yeah, my dad had a set
Oh, nice.
that he kept.
I
It's
feel
actually kind of wild how slow the pace of play was.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Is it coming back, Sabutio? Because I know that. There you go.
Marco, who's
Those ones.
oh yeah, lovely.
Nice.
Marco, who's a Tifo illustrator, has represented Scotland at Sabutio.
Wow.
Whoa.
He's taken a few pictures from some of the big tournaments that he's
love-
that he's played
Haven't
at.
figured out.
And
I love
always
when Joe
always
says
played.
Sabutio
I'd
because he
love to go
says
to a Sabutio
Sabutio.
tournament.
Sabutio.
Sabutio.
What am I supposed to say? Sabutio.
Yeah, there we go.
Sabu cannon.
Sabucan. Don't worry, there's more jokes today.
Go on! Oh, that's a foul from behind as well.
Kaya, you are terrible at this
I'm
game.
going to ask the
I'm
chat
not
if
sure how
everyone's
hard I'm supposed to
excited
hit the
about
shots.
Joe's jokes.
I've not played this game since, I think, university.
You played it the other day, you just said.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, my stories are unravelling. Apart from that.
Oh,
But I played against Alex Barker, who spent the entire time on the ball, which kind of upset me.
Barker was very disparaging of my
Oh,
flow.
what a tackle that is from Frankie.
you're incredibly high-rated player.
Yeah.
No, look, all I want to say is that
and
I
again.
had to work out the buttons while I was playing live on air to literally tens of people in the audience.
I'm having to do now,
It was
Joe.
a high-pressure environment.
David Ashmore in the chat says Kaya getting the Barca fans off their seats.
Yeah.
Yeah, in anger.
SK un club.
And then Ashish
Vamos
Singh says
los
Kaya
Colores.
being bad at corners makes no sense.
That's good fun.
Oh my god, I get into the box and I don't know what to do.
Oh no.
You say oh no.
Well, I mean, yeah, oh no in an ordinary circumstance.
How hard am I supposed to hit it when I cross?
No, so Mikel's not around, you could tell you. Go on.
Offside, mate.
Goodness me.
Mikel
way
would like-
offside. Way offside.
Mikel would love the fact that you are a dual-winning monster.
Yeah, he would.
He would love that.
I think if Mikel was to see me on the pictures of Bermondsey 7-a-side, I might, yeah.
Jesus, Bermondsey. It sounds like
Oh,
an
it's
Irish
me.
folk song.
Oh, sorry, Joe. That was
No, that's all right. Don't worry. I think it's.
I
okay
figured
for you
you
to have a
cheated
head start.
already, so I might as well get one back.
Because of your terrible shot.
Come on! Oh!
I forgot who I was playing as then.
1 minute of added time, of course.
Is this really going to be 0-0?
Yeah, virtually every.
think
I
they've had a
haven't.
shot.
I haven't scored a goal yet in the game.
Wow.
We've got 20 minutes until.
John's got his... Are you doing some more
I
now?
was just going to
Yeah.
throw up the teams and we could talk about it a bit.
Yeah,
before, so
should we
there's
do
no-
that? Have
Do
you got
that
them
now
on the
if you
board?
I've got, yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah, should we do that?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I
Get
don't
back
think
out
we
your
should put
way.
the
I think
people
we
through
can
what I
all
just served
agree.
up again.
You're saying that people don't want to.
Someone said, can we turn off the commentary for future guests?
Oh, is the commentary on?
Apologies.
I couldn't
Yeah,
hear
I'll
the
turn it
commentary.
off.
Sorry,
We'll turn it off
guys.
next time. Someone said 0-0 again, ole ole. Yeah.
Let me
I
see
think
if I can turn it.
great job all around, everyone.
Settings. Audio. Oh, commentary language is English. Can I turn it? Commentary team customized. Commentary volume. Okay, all the way down. There we go.
But the stadium ambience will be high.
Stadium ambience will be very high. Okay, hang on. There we
Oof,
go. Right,
that was
we're
rough.
done. We're done.
Would you say you're one of the better players among us?
I think
Joe?
so, and I'm yet to score a goal, so it's not looking good for our
That's
tournament. Will you put that
problematic.
on the wing there,
Of course.
on the wing of the chair, and I'm going to head back to my normal seating position.
You're
Bear with me.
thrown.
this allows me to man spread on the couch.
Sorry, I got attached to the microphone with my jacket. Right, John, you're going to show us through the teams.
Yeah, I've got the teams on the board here. So we've already talked about France to a degree. Are you happy with?
Oh, we're just pausing so that we can get them. Yeah, so we can see them on this TV down here now. We can see what you're doing
Yeah.
on the board. Yeah.
Yeah, so now we've got the teams up. So we went through the France team. So as we said before, Didier Deschamps he will set this team up in something like this. I'm guessing a sort of fairly loose block, which they'll then look to expand out from. But then in possession, when they're building up from the back, then you've got Theo Hernandez, who likes to get forward, can overlap, underlap, whatever you want, get him down the field, and then have these three coming across. And yeah, I guess Doué come inside. And what we'll see a lot of, I think, is overloads in the centre, bringing the players quite close together. As we said before, Doué, Mbappe, Dembele, Elise, they can all play in these central areas. They can all rotate positions, change positions. So it'll be fun to see how they interact as well. And I think, yeah, as we said, this will be sort of very player focused. This is probably the best squad in international football. So it should be a fun game to see how these guys are feeding together. What do you know about Senegal, Joe?
Very little, other than the fact that they're probably the best team from Africa over the last 10 years or so.
A lot of people have been very excited about this team coming into the tournament because they're absolutely stacked with talent. But to the extent that you probably know a lot of the players on this pitch.
Yeah, I do.
So Sadio Mane needs no introduction. Nicholas Jackson, Chelsea player. Ismail Assar.
Yeah.
So that front three, very Premier League focused in that sense.
How old is Koulibaly now?
Koulibaly's old.
34.
He's 34?
34.
Oh, that's young.
Him and Mane
Incredibly
both
young.
34.
Very young.
So yeah, Koulibaly also with his stint at Chelsea, although it wasn't a great stint. And then you've got Idrissa Gueye of Everton, patrolling just in front of the defence as well. But again, like we could talk through, and again, you know, you've got Lamine Camara from Monaco, Pat Gay from Villarreal. So these are all big European players. The two backline players that you might not know, Diouf obviously from West Ham, both playing in Ligue 1. So basically across the pitch we've got European players, so everyone will know that. But then the depth on the bench is incredible as well. So Habib Diarra from Sunderland, Pat Matasar, Spurs player, Iliman Ndiaye as well from Everton, and then Ibrahima Mbaye, who's at PSG, a really exciting player as well, may come on later on to replace Ismail Assar if Ndiaye doesn't. So this is a team that I think is stacked with talent as well. So yeah, I think it'll be fun to see how they go because they've not had the greatest run up to this tournament. They've been experimenting with different shapes. They played a back three against the US in the game that they ended up losing, and they looked pretty poor in that game.
Yeah.
And they drew. I can't remember who did they draw with. They drew with someone in the game after that. So they come into this having not won for a little while. Obviously, as well, this is the team that was in the AFCON final and ended up winning that final, but then having the result taken away from them. So
Yeah.
I don't know what the legal status of the AFCON champion is right now.
There's an appeal, we say.
There's an appeal, so it's sort of
Yeah.
in a liminal space between no one really knows. Is it Morocco?
Schrodinger's AFCON.
Is it, yeah, exactly. So, but this is a team who I think, they have incredible directness here. So I think we'll see them play like very direct football. And against this France team, I think that's a good way of playing. If they make the game a little bit more direct, a little bit more intense, then there's every chance that they could cause an upset here. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this game.
What do you think is going to happen?
I mean, I don't know in many respects.
Do you think though that, like, I mean, we talked about this a little bit earlier, but there's been so many upsets, let's say. I don't want to call it, there's one or two shocks, but there's been so many upsets so far, or things that we wouldn't have expected to happen results-wise. I said to Kaya before, I'm kind of convinced, on the basis of nothing other than, I don't know, I feel it's going to happen, that it's going to be a draw.
And there was a famous upset between these two teams in 2002, right?
Yes.
It was the first game of the World Cup. And that was France went into that as winners of the previous World Cup as well, right? So a long time ago. That was, 24 years ago, which makes me feel very, 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 very old. But still, I don't know. An instinct one way or another?
I think that the upsets we've seen so far this tournament have been teams who are willing to just sit in and not give up any space.
Yeah.
I don't see Senegal doing that. I see Senegal probably wanting to go for it. And, that comes with risks, right? Because a lot of the players in this team play for PSG, and PSG for me are one of the most dangerous transition teams in the world. So if you're going forward quickly, yes, maybe you'll be able to find ways in behind this French defence, especially if the space opens out and the structures become a little bit collapsed. But every time you're going forward quickly, you're inviting the possibility of the same thing happening in the other direction. So I'll be interested to see what mood the Senegal approach takes, whether or not they are willing to be quite pragmatic and sort of pick their moments to go aggressive. I wonder if in the second half as well, sometimes what we see if the game state is changing and there's a team in the lead, we might see it become a bit more stretched out, a bit more basketball-y. Okay. I think that's the best chance that Senegal have, I think, is to probably sit in and be compact and be pragmatic. So let's see if they do that.
Okay. You done over there? You want to come back?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks, buddy. Kai, what do you think is going to happen?
Sorry, I saw Arsene Wenger on the TV and I got distracted, as is my want as an Arsenal fan. I think it's going to be interesting. Obviously, if, like John says, Senegal are more inclined to go for it than we've seen teams do in recent games, I think it's going to be certainly a tough task on Kalidou Koulibaly, as we said, 34. I just realised he turns 35 in 5 days' time. So happy birthday in advance, or maybe not, depending on how this game goes. But
right. You would say if the game doesn't go well, not a happy birthday.
Well, I would say he's not
wishes
had a
from
happy
you.
birthday. I'd still wish him a happy day on his birthday. I just think he wouldn't have had as happy a birthday as it could be.
Right.
But yeah, I think this, as John was saying, this Senegalese team is really strong in certain areas, and I think they can cause France a lot of problems, particularly when France, as you assume, go high. There are some weaknesses, I'd say, in the fullback position for France. That's kind of been, if you can say weaknesses, given the ridiculous strength of this French squad. But left back is probably an area where you feel that they can be got at a bit, and given that the pace and the directness and the verticality that Senegal have in their wide positions going forward, they can definitely cause, I think, France some problems there. So yeah, it should be a good game. It should be a really fun game. And
got it.
I feel like the ones that we build highly, for the most part, haven't actually disappointed mostly so far. There's not been too many bad games in this tournament, which is kind of fun.
This is an incredibly tough group
as
well. So the other two teams in this group, we haven't seen them play yet, Iraq and Norway.
Yeah.
Norway, you would expect would be wanting to challenge to get out of this group.
Yes.
Who's the second best team in this group?
Well, that is a hell of a question.
Because I think both Senegal and Norway might try and claim that it's them.
Yeah, and both would, I think, probably have justification in doing so. Should mention Iraq just for sort of politeness, but I feel very sorry for them that they were drawn into this group.
Of course.
There's not many groups of death because there's so many teams in this tournament now, but this feels like a real group of death. And Norway obviously have the strength in the Premier League players that we know of in terms of Martin Odegaard, who's Premier League winning captain. I should just chuck that in there. Erling Haaland has won the Premier League Golden Boot and is probably one of, if not the best striker in the world. They also have great attack.
Sorry, are you talking about Victor Gyökeres?
No, Erling Haaland this time.
Got it.
Erling Haaland this time.
Got it.
I said one of, not. I said one of, if not.
I called Victor Gyökeres. I called him world class on the show yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah, it was sort of a jibe at you, but then people were very upset at me.
The audience knows.
They know.
No, I think Norway have some real quality in midfield as well, and some pace out wide. I mean, Oscar Bobb's barely played for Fulham this season, but he's a really talented player. There's other players who have slipped my mind now. Antonio Nusa is a really exciting winger for Norway. So going forward, Norway are going to be really strong. Defensively, they have some weaknesses. I was talking to a Norwegian friend of mine last week, actually, and he said they feel pretty confident going into this. And there's an argument that they could even make a play for top in this group. I wouldn't sort of restrict their limitations anyway. But then there's also a chance they play England in the round of 32. So it's really, I think Norway's a team that no one wants to play in this tournament. They've already knocked out Italy. They're kind of the reason Italy aren't here, or one of the reasons Italy aren't here. So really, really strong side.
Got it. Okay. Well, we're just trying to work out what's our TV. We've got a bit of a TV problem here, although we do, luckily, we also have it on a secondary screen up there. So hopefully we can... Oh, that's interesting. Heartbeat's on, if anyone. How would you describe Heartbeat to overseas listeners?
Sort of a soap, isn't it?
So isn't it a Yorkshire police drama?
Is it Yorkshire-based?
Is it police drama?
I actually don't know.
My grandmother used to love Heartbeat.
Okay.
I think one of the guys in it was a policeman.
Yeah, that one's working over there.
Is it set in a police station?
This one isn't working here.
It's set in Yorkshire, I think. Maybe not.
Let's see what the Google, not Heartbeat.
Has the famous Cliff Richard.
Follow the lives of policemen, medical staff, and residents of the small town of Ashfordley in the village of Aidensfield. Yeah. The final episode was released in 2010. Wow. And the first episode in 1992. So it's
also
recent. I thought it was much older than that.
Really.
I thought it was older as well.
Feels a long time ago.
The producer Ryan's just gone to collect our special guest for the
nice.
who'll be joining us. But also we are trying to fix our TV. Thankfully, we have 2 TVs, so we can see Wayne Rooney up there
clean shaven
on the BBC coverage. Ideally, we won't have to watch it all the way on the wall over there. But bear with us a moment while we try to resolve the problem. And also, I know it's an unideal timing because we're already filling for time, but I'm going to pop out to grab our guest as well.
That's cool.
So if you're happy to fill, I'll give you a little quiz when I get back.
That's cool.
Okay, I'll be right back, guys.
Do we have to talk about football?
You talk about Heartbeat if you want.
What was your favourite of Victor Gyökeres' goals last season then?
Do you know, a lot of them have escaped my notice. Wow. Which would you say are the best ones?
Oh, there's so many to choose from. For me...
Were they all against Leeds?
No, not all of them. Some of them were. A lot of them were, but not all of them.
What about the non-penalty ones? They were mostly against Leeds, weren't they?
Some of them were. I think he got 3 non-penalty goals against Leeds, which, still counts. His first goal against Leeds is very nice. I'd say his goal against Inter Milan in the Champions League was my personal favourite. And there was 2 against Spurs, which were both very fun.
What was it about the Inter Milan goal that you
I
really
think
loved?
it was the fact that he was up against it, because some people, I won't put names on it, but some people have been saying some not very nice things about him. And I think going into it, there was a lot of doubt around him, and he came on in a big game in the San Siro and sort of took the kind of chance that he'd been signed to score, which is very exciting.
At least it happened once, I suppose.
It did happen once, yes, exactly.
How do you feel about him going into next season?
It's kind of weird in the sense that there's rumours that Arsenal have been going for another striker. I know the Athletic have reported interest in Krupi, right?
Selling Jesus.
Yeah, which does create space. But if that's the case and Gyökeres drops down to the third choice striker behind Kai Havertz and a potential new arrival, that feels kind of damning on him. But I think he's still got something to offer to the squad next season. I think he can still play an important role. I'd be interested to see, because it looks like he played pretty well for Sweden, admittedly, against Tunisia, but it was interesting. He had some players up alongside him, and that was a bit more of a transitional game. In game states where he's actually suited to it, he still does look a decent player. It's those low block games where he's not going to really do too much there. Yeah, those are the issues.
I feel as though Arsenal in the beginning of the season were trying to play more direct more often, and it felt as though as time went by they stopped doing that, which didn't suit him. So, but I guess I suppose the argument would be that he's not even necessarily a third choice option, right? It's more you take each game as it comes and you decide who is going to be the kind of profile that you want for that kind of game.
Yeah, that's certainly what Mikel Arteta wants. He wants this sort of Swiss Army knife squad.
I mean, a lot of coaches would like that, I'm sure. Not everyone gets the opportunity to
not everyone wins Premier Leagues and gets the financial rewards that comes with that.
That's true, but you have only just done that, and you've had plenty of financial rewards before that.
Still done it. They're walking out onto the pitch in the Senegal France game.
At some point, I am going to go and watch the game somewhere else.
Oh, okay.
Because I have to get my tactics brain.
No, that's fair.
Plug myself into the mainframe.
I wouldn't want to watch the game with Joe either, although I am. So, yeah, that's fun. What do you make of the everyone gathering around the centre circle?
Yeah, the kickoffs have been not prompt. Is that right?
Yeah, been most of the delayed kickoffs. One, hasn't there?
Yeah, I don't know. This stuff. I don't like this stuff about football. I don't not like it, but it's not It's not for me. I
The
don't
pomp and ceremony.
Yeah, I don't know. Just get on with it, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Kylian Mbappe. Did you see his comments about how he is going to start defending now?
No, I didn't see those.
Yeah, I think he came out with some statement where he's like, it's not good enough. I think it was prompted.
About himself?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think it was prompted by... You know, it's funny, isn't it? Because there was that famous clip of him with Luis Enrique where Luis Enrique has him in the film room and he's like, you've got to help out.
This is how you become Michael Jordan.
Yeah, right, exactly. And that had seemingly no effect on him. And yet there was that stat going around that said that there was like only one goalkeeper in Ligue 1 or something who had less defensive actions than fewer defensive actions than Kylian Mbappe.
One goalkeeper?
Something like that, yeah. So out of all of the players, and they went around the whole of Europe and there was like very few players who had actually had less defensive actions or contributions in a game. And it seems as though because that went viral on social media, that was what prompted him to claim that he's going to work harder for the team.
There's also the Real Madrid element of it as well, isn't it? Where they've got that sort of stereotype of not being a team who are very good off the ball and sort of not being interested. And all the noise that came out after Xabi Alonso's sacking, wasn't it? Was that the players kind of didn't want to do the off the ball tactics. I mean, to be fair, Mbappe wasn't really mentioned as the ringleader in any of that, but
yeah, but
he seems to be the scapegoat.
The reality is that PSG never won a Champions League, and then he left, and they won 2, right? And I think that kind of thing is a bit of a damning indictment and an indication of where the modern game is going, right? It's like you now no longer can really be carried by a team, no matter how good you are in possession. It's reached that level. So
it was interesting. So one of the Rafael Leao is going big on wanting to move away from AC Milan this summer, right? And one of the big reasons he's not been snapped up yet, seemingly by anyone, is that off the ball stuff. And that matters so much if you want to play for a big team. I don't think you get that sort of... I don't think you carry passengers like you ever used to. It's interesting watching these World Cup games. You're saying it's like watching football 10 years ago, but you don't get that license in 2026.
Yeah, and I think, the international game is only getting better, right? There's a lot of games, I think, where it does feel quite old, but there are games which do feel more modern, right? I think part of the reason why everyone was so astounded at the USA game was because they came out and they played a sort of fairly modern brand of football where they were willing to be aggressive out of possession. They were looking to be flexible in the middle of the field and not just sort of sit in a neat and tidy structure and hope that the players in that structure sort of solve those problems. So, yeah, I think this game will be fun. I think it will be a good sort of bellwether for where France are at, and it'll be good to see if Senegal are going to actually live up to the expectation, because it would be great to see them do well.
Look who I've got.
I've got another guest.
He is.
Tad, do you want to take a seat here?
Absolutely. Hiya.
This is your
Hey,
microphone.
how you doing? Kaya, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
John.
Big fan. Oy vey.
This is relatively directional, so
Yeah.
we want you to speak into the front of it.
Speaking directly into it.
Yeah, and then we
Sweet.
can put the headphones so we can hear the commentary
Sweet.
when the game starts.
I am actually going to nip out now, if that's all right.
Yeah. John's going to nip out for the first half so that he can watch it in what we like to call the tactics cupboard. So he's going to pop back in various points throughout the first half, or at the drinks break.
I'll be in for the drinks break.
Oh, nice.
So that we can hear his tactical perspective. Let me introduce, though, our special guest for this evening. It's Tad Malunge. Tad,
Hi.
hello, congratulations on being here.
Mate, honestly, honor of my life at this point. I've achieved. This is it. This is as high as it gets.
That surely
Everything
isn't
after
the
this is.
Are you married?
Yes, I am.
Wow,
Yeah.
this is even better than your
Married
wedding day.
young boy.
Do you have any children?
And I'll tell you this. This woman means nothing to me compared to being on the Athletic. I'll trade her in twice.
Superb. Okay, good to
No
know.
kids.
Are you excited to watch a hopefully exciting game of football?
I'm thrilled. This game is huge. I was watching a bunch of stuff about it. Like apparently, in 2002, when France was still head honcho World Cup champs, and this is Senegal's first ever qualification.
Yeah.
Senegal beat them 1-0.
This
I
is the
watched
game.
Highlights from that. Yeah.
You watched the highlights of that today?
Yeah.
What was the game like?
It was what you thought it was. Prime Barclays, all Roy Keane, none of this pep nonsense.
Yeah.
No triangles.
We were just talking about that before, like how much international football has changed over
Yeah.
the last decade or so, hugely.
Yeah.
But I mean, we're also saying, like, Senegal are probably the best African team over the last 10 years or so.
Absolutely.
This is a huge game for so many reasons, more than just football.
Yeah,
as well,
yeah.
I would say.
Going back after the colony versus France,
There you go.
mate, colossal.
Colossal. Now, if you want, you've got some headphones next to you.
Absolutely.
Hopefully, we should be able to hear the commentary. Oh, actually, Don, we can't quite hear the commentary. But
A boy can dream.
can we?
Let me
twist
see
on
if I
that?
can fix that for
Would
you.
you do that for us, Kaya?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Oui, oui, oui.
And then,
Anything coming through?
not quite yet.
I wonder how creative the comments will be about my lazy eye.
What you mean in the chat?
I'm preempting it immediately.
What's the best one you've ever got?
I got one on TikTok the other day of your eye is in the championship. I got another one. Your eye is every single shape all at once. Yeah, great stuff.
We've had, do you know, I'm not looking at the live chat today because it's been intense over the last couple of days.
Yeah,
I got a lot
messaged
yesterday.
I messaged just now because I was like trying to get through to Ryan, but he's got a German number, so my stuff
Right.
wasn't going through.
Yeah.
And I was like, sorry guys, I'm locked outside. And the chat was like, you guys are incompetent. How dare you leave your guest outside? I'm like, guys, it was a miscommunication. There's no smoke. I want no aggro. I like this channel. I like these guys.
Yeah. There we go.
Whoa.
I got accused of looking like a marshmallow when I sat where you were sitting yesterday, which, to be fair, was kind of true. I was wearing a brighter coloured jumper at the time. But there's only so much looking at a live chat you can do when you're streaming for this.
You
long
do look
period
like a
of time.
marshmallow in a strawberry mukta. That's just about absorbs the warmth of the discoloration.
Would you say then is your lazy eye something that people focus on in comment sections frequently?
Yeah,
Does it come up? Does
God.
it come up a lot?
Do you know what? Do you know what's terrible? Is that it never even came up at school.
Really?
That's what confuses me.
That is surprising.
So it's like an adult's insecurity. I don't even have like the emotional infrastructure yet to deal with it. Because it's like if you're fat your whole life and then you're bullied for being fat in school, all
Sure.
the levels, you can roll with it.
Yeah.
You know? But like, as an adult to get a new insecurity, that's the opposite direction of how your emotional development should be going.
Hey, Don, were our headphones off? How about that? That was it. That was it. Fantastic. That's good news.
This is why I
Can you
don't
spin
do
me
the
again,
tech
Kaya,
stuff.
now, so we
Yeah.
can hear the?
Sorry, Don.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. This is day 3 for us, Tad, as well. So we're still working out some of our hardware issues.
Absolutely.
Alas. Right. Have you got a prediction? Okay. Can you hear that in your ears now?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I can hear you, but not the match.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So if you try and find Tad's input there.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, we got it.
Fantastic. Okay.
Match a little lower.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little lower. Yeah, it's perfect.
Great.
Sick.
Okay. Do you have any predictions for this game? We've just kicked off.
It depends for me on whether or not like the centre backs of France are stretched.
Right.
And if Senegal can soak up enough pressure and France is pushing high enough,
Yeah.
if Senegal can just do one ping boom, then we're good.
In behind.
Then it's a goal. But
Check out that analysis you just gave. Very impressive. You said outside you weren't going to do it, but that was that was very good.
I got asked.
How about that?
But yeah, outside of that, France is just too complete, man. It's just crazy.
It is quite scary.
Yeah. I'm just excited. It's one of those weird games where like you did you say you played? No, it was Ryan that said you played. Did you ever play are you an NBA fan at all?
Oh yeah, I've played 2K a few times. Yeah.
Yeah, like this NBA finals was a weird one where I wanted both teams to win.
Right. So this
Same
is
here, like-
Knicks versus Spurs, right?
Yeah, I want both of these guys to win.
Yeah.
France, all the players seem like nice boys.
Yeah.
And Senegal, you want the underdog to win. So
Well, we were saying before you came in the room as well that Norway and Iraq are the other teams in the group.
Yeah.
So it's a tricky group. I'm not really sure who has the best stake to be the second best team between Norway and Senegal, but I think it's definitely one of the harder groups of the tournament so far.
absolutely. Yeah, thinking about it, like I mean, you got the obvious Haaland, Ødegaard, Serge Berge, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
All those like names, but the rest of the squad does play quite cohesively. as well. Like Haaland isn't just being. He's not Messi.
No, not
he
quite.
needs opportunities made for him. So
Yeah,
the fact
yeah.
he's scoring a goal a game means they're doing something right as a team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
This is our first corner of the game.
Yeah, my interest, obviously, as an Arsenal fan, gets very high during these situations.
Which club team do you support,
Yeah.
Ted?
Chelsea, I'm having a very tough time.
Okay.
fine.
The mere fact you said club football has made me start coughing. Like that's how.
What is seeing Nicholas Jackson on a football pitch doing to you?
God. Yeah, that's the one.
Wait, where is Nicholas Jackson now?
He's still a Chelsea player.
But
He
wasn't
was
he
on
was
loan
on
at
loan at Bayern, right?
They had an option, but they didn't take it.
Right. Okay.
It's mad. Like we've actually had quite a lot of the Senegal squad play for us.
Yeah,
We had
Koulibaly
Mendy.
is Mendy, yeah.
Koulibaly had a terrible. Everyone who plays for us has had a terrible stint except for Mendy.
Are you excited for Alonso?
Oh man, I'm so gassed.
Yeah?
I'm so gassed.
Nice.
And I'm really happy that we finished 10th.
You didn't want Conference League or anything?
I don't want Conference League. We don't need it.
Yeah,
It just tires out the players for no reason.
yeah.
Xabi said, I said to a mate the other day, like, I think the reason why Xabi was able to go from 17th to like first was that there was no midweek matches for them. So he could just get his ideas in, and
Yeah.
he needs everyone to buy in.
Yeah.
So I feel like, yeah, with no, hopefully we get knocked out of the Euro. Oh wow,
Oh, France nearly broke through there.
Yeah.
With Mbappe.
yeah. Hopefully we get knocked out of the cups pretty early, and then at that point,
Still want to do a Man United this season, kind
yeah,
of.
Man United. That's
Yeah.
what I mean, man. Like,
Yeah.
it's, and hopefully with all that extra football next season, United collapse and I can be happy with it. Like,
Do you not worry though that like the one thing about Chelsea that makes me think that can't be the case, they can't have the Man United route next season is they've just got too many players to only play 38 games. Like, I feel like you just won't get the squad rotation. Man United are kind of lucky because they don't have loads of depth and they've got a lot of players on the bench that would expect to be starting on the bench. But Chelsea have got like 100 players in the squad.
yeah,
I don't know. That would worry me
sell
as a fan.
them.
Because like if you were
Arsenal
in,
buy a
if you
few,
were
don't
in
worry,
like,
mate. Arsenal buy a few.
if you were in the Europa League, you could play a second 11 like the whole time, the whole way through. You could do that.
That's what they did a few years ago under
That's what they
Maresca. Yeah.
And we got to the final.
Yeah.
I think like we played our starting 11 once in that
Yeah.
entire tournament.
So France look like they've made a decent start so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you watched many of the games so far, the tournament, Ted?
I've just not had the time. It's a busy period comedy wise right now.
Well, it's awkward timings with the games as well, right? If you're working in the
Yeah.
evening.
Yeah. But what's it called? Basically, in British comedy, everything kind of shuts down in the summer
Right.
a little bit.
For
So you're
Edinburgh.
trying to, for Edinburgh and all that. So you're trying to squeeze out as much work as you can before everything shuts down and slows down.
Right.
Not just for Edinburgh, but also for the Sun. People just want to go out and enjoy life a bit.
Yeah.
Instead of being in dark rooms listening to sad men talk.
What will you do for August then?
Oh, God, I might have to see the sun, touch grass, actually play football.
Oh, look at you. Wake up in the morning.
Oh, my God.
Are you normally quite nocturnal?
No, I've gone the Trump method of just falling asleep in public. That's the
Perfect. It's a comfy couch as well.
Oh my God.
You're welcome to.
mate. I'm not even kidding. I have a sleep mask in that bag right now. I carry a sleep mask everywhere I go.
That's a good shout.
I'm thinking of investing in one just because we're doing so many night shifts over the World Cup. I'm
Yeah.
thinking, I might need to get one of those.
Mate, 19 quid on Amazon. So
Really?
You're laughing.
Nice.
It's quite a good idea. I don't
so
have any
comfy.
curtains right now either, and I'm going to sleep when it's getting light, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
horrible.
Oh, God.
Jeez, Louise. Jeez.
Jeez Louise, indeed. Tad, what are you seeing from the game so far? I'm not expecting you to be an analyst. I'm curious what you'll say.
The guys in white are kicking the ball. The guys in blue don't like that one bit.
What about you, Kyle? What are you seeing?
I mean, it's hard to follow that, but I think I don't know, it's kind of...
Oh, Senegal are
here comes-
through.
yeah,
I'm through.
Senegal have saved me here. Oh, that's
Ismaila Sarr there.
Sarr going through. I kind of feel like that's
That was
going to be
good defending.
a symptom of the game, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where the two teams have both got such pace up front.
Yep.
That was
Any
really
kind
good
of running
defending,
behind
though.
is going to look
As you see,
so scary.
that's what I was talking about earlier. The distance in the centre backs in
Yeah.
France.
Yeah.
If they don't coordinate properly like that, you're done with this much pace.
Oh, he pushes
looks
him
like a foul.
down. This kind of happened the other day in the Ivory Coast. Who did Ivory Coast play?
Ecuador.
The Ivory Coast Ecuador game. That was like a very physical game.
Yeah.
I feel like I quite like watching a game of football where you see two teams feeling each other out in the first 10 minutes or so, which certainly is happening here.
Getting a feel for each other as well. I'm surprised how hard Senegal is pressing. I thought they'd sit back and accept.
Yeah.
We were talking about this before. It's just sort of they seem like a team who won't sit back in the way like Cape Verde did against Spain, for example, kind of thing.
Oh my God, that was great.
It was unbelievable.
A France free kick. What are we, 7 minutes in? 7:48?
Yeah.
We checking on the Discord.
Offside.
Yep.
I saw a meme. I don't know if you guys, UFC guys, I saw a meme of the Cape Verde match where it was just Ilia Topuria punching, who's the other guy? Justin Gaethje, and just receiving no damage.
Oh, we got the game
We
on the
are
big
back
TV.
on the
Hey,
big
thanks, producer
screen.
Don. Great stuff. Not at all stressful for you. Not in the slightest stressful for producer Don. What a terrific, cool man. I asked some of our Discord followers for some questions in the Discord earlier, so I'm flicking through now to see if there's anything that we can ask. It's quite a lot about. Have you ever been to Warwick Castle?
Warwick Castle.
Yeah. Do you know what it is?
Oh, Senegal almost in? No.
No, I think I've only ever been on a train through Warwick to somewhere better to be.
Right. Tell you what, though, Warwick's quite nice. It's got a lovely tea rooms there.
Really?
If you like tea rooms, you'll love Warwick. And if you like birds of prey, or trebuchets, you know what, you like a trebuchet?
I don't have a lot to fling is the issue.
No. Yeah, sure. They bring stuff to fling themselves at the trebuchet. Oh, here's a good question from Andrew P on the Discord. What are your guys' thoughts on the format? And if some of the teams are attacking less or being happier with draws compared to the previous World Cups. We talked about this a little bit already. I'm aware you haven't seen that many of the games yet. But do you have a general opinion on the expansion of the tournament from 32 to 48 teams?
There's one rule I don't know. Apparently, third isn't automatically out like it used to be, or something.
Yeah. So there's 12 groups
Yeah.
instead of 8 now.
Yeah.
And the 8 best third-placed teams across those 12,
Yeah.
they go through. So that I think the expectation is that there'll be teams that win one game, finish the group on 3 points.
Yeah.
If they've got superior goal difference to teams in third place in other groups, they might go through. So I mean, the downside of it is that it means you play all of the group games get played, and you only eliminate 16 teams of 48.
Yeah.
So then you get to the round of 32. It's quite a lot of football to eliminate very few teams. The upside, of course, is that you get to see teams like Curacao playing, scoring a goal against Germany. The matchups are a little more. There's a bit more inequality in them.
Yeah.
But I suppose the dissenters, the cynics, might say that it's an opportunity for more football games, a bit more money.
Yeah.
And other people would say it's just a nice, wholesome thing.
I feel like the World Cup should be more punishing.
Yeah.
I feel like it's the pinnacle of the sport. It should be every mistake is punished horribly, and you wake up with a pina colada. You're 50 years old in Costa Rica or whatever as a retired footballer, and you just have a flashback of that one mistake you made in a quarterfinal in 1972.
Yeah.
That's the World Cup. It's supposed to be excruciatingly punishing.
Yeah.
And the highest pressure, the highest physicality.
Yeah, man.
You want really you want this.
Yeah.
You want everyone going at each other.
I guess we will get that when it comes to the knockout stages as well.
That's my issue with watching the NBA is those first 82 they don't matter. 60.
So in the regular season, you mean?
Yeah, no one's playing that hard.
Yeah. People do criticize some American sports for that, for
Yeah.
having the playoff system like
We've been
that.
talking. So we've got hang on, Mbappe getting in almost. That's twice Mbappe's got in with poor touches there, let him down. So we've got a Tifo Sports channel, and we do some basketball stuff on there. We're sort of interested in the sort of the concept of the fact it's taken people so long to figure out tanking is a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like because it feels like if it was a sport in more or less any other country in the world, they would have gamed the system by now. But it kind of feels like it's only become a thing recently. But like it's interesting. I don't really know how you combat it without fundamentally
Yeah.
like flipping the sport on its head entirely.
Relegation.
Yeah,
That's the only relegation.
yeah.
And
That would be
like,
so fun, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and also like, it should be possible to like not be amazing at basketball at the age of 21 in order to get into the NBA. You should be able to. Basketball will never have a Jamie Vardy.
That's true. Although I guess sometimes you get like European players or players from the rest of the world that kind of pop up a little later, but it's pretty rare, isn't it?
So rare. Like there should be more routes.
Yeah.
Kante would never happen in basketball. You know.
Hey, do you want to play a quiz?
Absolutely.
Okay. I'm going to say pick a country to you, and when I say that, you're going to say France.
Yeah. Okay.
And Kaya, you can help as well.
All right, let's go.
Okay, right. Yeah. You sip your drink first. You need to be hydrated for this game. Okay. There's a little table here as well if you want to, if you want something closer.
dumb.
No, that's fine, man.
You'd think with my lazy eye I'd have the periphery.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Pick a country.
France.
Okay. Hey, Don, are we recording? Oh, okay. In fact, perfect timing, he came back in the room. We're going to do one of those little fun quizzes, Don. So you tell me when we're ready, and we'll wait on tenterhooks. Huh? All right, we'll talk about something for
What
3
made you-
minutes.
what
We'll
made
talk
you
about
pick
something
France
else.
When you asked pick a country there, this is just something in the water.
It looks like France is settling into possession now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Senegal are very deep here.
This is exactly what you'd expect. Oh,
that's a pretty cheeky foul.
yeah.
Set
Whose clip is that? Douay? Yeah.
It was Douay. Oh, they're taking it.
Oh, they took it
Wow.
quickly.
They
Whoa.
believe in themselves. Good lord.
They've not been watching any Premier League football.
I think Desiree Douay may have decided in the Champions League final he didn't need it. Yeah, we're good to go, Don? Okay, thanks, buddy. Right. Pick a country.
France.
Okay, please, therefore, name for me the top 5 by appearances for the French international football team, French players of all time. So I'm looking for the top 5 players
All time.
who've played the most for France all time. And Kaya, you're welcome to help.
I'll let Tad go for a few first.
Thierry Henry.
Thierry Henry's in there. Number 5 with 123 appearances. Great start.
Wow.
Great start.
Didier Deschamps.
Didier Deschamps. Now, Didier, he's 9th, so that is a pretty good guess, but he's only made 103 appearances, so not quite in the top 5. In fact, there's only one player in the top 5 that debuted in the 90s. Everyone else was since then.
Wow.
Yeah, so like the list is full
That
of
makes
like
sense. Nations League and that. There's more football now.
More football, yeah.
I'm going to guess just because goalkeepers play a lot of games and say Hugo Lloris.
Hugo Lloris is number 1.
Yeah.
145 appearances.
Didn't really have a challenger for ages, did he?
Mbappe, because he started young.
Mbappe, I think he will be by the time, because he's already 10th. He's 27 years old. He's already 10th in the list with 98 appearances.
And
I guess
their top
this will
goal
be
scorer of all time.
This one might be 99 actually, but no, he's not in the top 5 yet.
That's mad.
Although there is another striker in there, and Kaya, you should be getting this one.
Yaya Sanogo.
No,
no, Olivier Giroud.
it's Olivier Giroud. Yeah, he's 3rd with 137 appearances.
Wow.
There's a player who is classed by Transfermarkt as a second striker, who did play for Barcelona for a while, but his main home was Atletico Madrid.
Oh, Griezmann.
Antoine Griezmann, that's right.
Yeah.
He made 137 appearances. And then
There's one more left.
number 2, his son is a professional footballer.
Are we being really stupid by not saying Zinedine Zidane?
No,
Okay.
Zidane's 7th.
Okay.
His son is a professional player.
Oh, Lilian Thuram.
Lilian Thuram, yeah.
Yeah.
He made. He says, but he made 142 appearances. Well done, guys. You did pretty well. Yeah.
Mad.
Thanks.
We'll do Senegal in the second half. Get thinking. Let's see what we've
Thuram's one of those weird ones where I just never heard about him until as a kid.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think I'm too young.
Yeah, fair enough. How old are you?
I'm 28.
Oh, wow.
me too.
You're young.
Grossest age. Grossest age.
How about that?
Not young, not old.
You're not even 30 yet. So you've been doing comedy since you finished university or something, or like around that age?
Yeah, literally. Last day of uni, 3 days later, first day living in London, first open mic.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, I've loved stand-up since I was like 12. So,
You've loved it since you were 12.
Yeah,
Who did you like when you were
yeah.
12?
pardon?
Who were your favourites when you were 12?
Chris Rock. I used to watch him on my PSP. My nan would say lights out, and I'm like, yeah, sure. You stupid old lady.
That's such a specific age to be.
It's
if
too
you've got
early.
PSP.
It was way too early. I don't know if there was this website, don't know if you ever watched it when you were young, allsp.com.
No.
It had all the South Park episodes on it.
Right.
And I watched them all while playing World of Warcraft on the second monitor.
Oh my god.
Oh.
How about that? So were
Not
you a real
just
gamer?
once. Not, mate. A couple of times. This is like the 26th season show. I've watched all of it a couple of times. Like,
I think that is the exact childhood of many people.
way too early.
I didn't play World of Warcraft, but I played a similar
Yeah.
MMORPG game for many years as a teenager.
What'd you play?
I played this game called Silk Road Online. You ever hear of that?
No.
It wasn't very popular, but I loved it so much. And I also for a long time before that, and since, the only game I ever revisit from my childhood is
Yeah.
RuneScape.
RuneScape
Ever
was
played
mint.
RuneScape? Huh?
RuneScape was so good, man.
It's so good. Do you know that do you know the story of old school RuneScape?
No.
So, I was just checking that there was not going to be a goal there. No. The story of old school RuneScape. So RuneScape was this like very early point and click MMORPG online. Have you ever seen it, Kaya?
RuneScape.
Yeah.
My old housemate in year 8, we were at school together.
Yeah.
And in year 8, he essentially just took a year off school
RuneScape.
to play RuneScape.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Which he was allowed to do, which
What?
I am forever jealous of, the fact he was allowed to do it. But yeah,
It's a super fun game.
What does he
because
do now?
he's a game developer. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
yeah, it all worked
Okay.
out. It all
That's
worked out.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I was going to say he's homeless. I
He
hope.
landed. Yeah.
He's so crazy.
He's still in year 8.
I'd be, I'd be so upset if life worked out for a guy that was able to take a year off school. You have to be like a Mensa level genius to pull that off.
Well, it's an amazing game because
Yeah.
it's like, unlike most other big online games,
Yeah.
it's not just like, usually in those games you just fight and you level up like your fighting skills, right?
Yeah.
But in RuneScape, you can do fishing, crafting, fletching. Like there's something like 28 different skills that you can level up. Anyway,
There's an even better skill.
which one?
Convincing people to give you things significantly for less than they're valued.
There you go.
And that was the most fun part of playing RuneScape.
Yeah, otherwise
was
known as
watching-
scamming. I
It
think.
was, hey, here's a towel. Here's a towel. Now give me Alaska. That was the peak of RuneScape.
So in 2008,
Here's some beans.
you could change the color of the text as well. You'll never imagine. It was an incredible time. I was a corner for France, straight back out. It's a goal kick. There we go. I think it was 2007, 2008, around then.
Yeah.
They upgraded the game to RuneScape 3, which was
Yeah.
like, because it used to be really funny graphics, just top down almost, point and click. And they upgraded it to be like more of a modern game.
Yeah.
There was a huge proportion of the player base didn't really approve of that. And they complained about it. And a couple of years later, one of the devs at Jagex, which is the company that made the game, they found an old hard save of 2007 RuneScape. And they released it as a kind of like members pay-to-play game.
Yeah.
And over time it grew. And today, old school RuneScape is bigger than the main game. There
That's
are more
crazy.
people, like hundreds of thousands of people that play this game that was made it was the version of it in 2007. They've added people to the development team. They add new stuff to it all the time. But it's like trapped in this time, and it's a fantastic.
That's
game.
beautiful.
It's so. I really love that story also because it's like a lot of people online who really love something, they revived it, brought it back.
Yeah.
And now it's thriving. You know?
That's like the opposite of every other part of the economy. That's such a beautiful story.
We're coming up on the first hydration break as well. Jon Mackenzie will come back in the room
Oh yeah.
and tell us what he's seen. So if you're watching us on the live stream, stick around. You'll get to hear some tactical analysis and less of me talking about RuneScape. Here's a question from the chat, though. This is from Big Mad
Ooh,
Andy.
bad pass.
Actually, it's a statement rather than a question. Spurs will finish above Chelsea next season, I am convinced. Tad?
That's nice. I'm glad you feel that way, pal. Life must be all puppies and rainbows to you.
Oh, is this a France corner?
It is. They've taken it short
quick
again.
again.
This is. I've got William Saliba. He knows what he's doing from corners as well.
Interesting that they're doing that.
It is. I feel like I've.
A lot of space.
Ooh, Elise on. Is that Elise or Doué? 20. That's Doué. Sorry. I feel like I've seen quite a few teams take really quick restarts. I know that's kind of the thing of these new rules. They're trying to get that going, but teams are really going for it.
Yeah.
What do you think that is?
I think it's maybe just the first game and like maybe wanting to sort of set the tone,
Yeah.
try and get the points early. But it is, it's interesting. I mean, especially with like how it looks very hot.
Yeah. You'd assume they'd want to slow the game down.
Yeah.
In possession, at least.
Yeah.
Eddie Temple in the chat asks, do you think that FIFA will try to introduce hydration breaks into future World Cups?
I really hope not. The day, Senegal playing out from the back quite risky there. I spoke the other day on the podcast about sort of my frustration with the hydration break in the Germany-Curacao game where
Yeah.
I don't know, did you watch the game, Tad?
I did,
So
yeah.
basically, Curacao had equalised in the 21st minute to make it 1-1, and then a couple minutes later, the drinks break came. And before that, Curacao had the momentum. They had sort of
I remember this.
they were feeling really good about themselves because they just scored. And
Yeah.
you know, if you're going to do an unlikely result, you kind of need everything to go in your favour. And then Germany kind of,
themselves.
got themselves back together. And it's kind of like a timeout in basketball, I guess, where
Yeah.
just like Nagelsmann used it to sort of do a few tactical tweaks. And then by half time, it was 3-1 and the game was out of sight. And it was kind of, it's a bit upsetting. I just feel like there's so much against the small teams, particularly in World Cups, when you're up against big teams like Germany. To add that extra element to it just feels so unfair.
Yeah, having it be start-stop as a small team is really, really crazy.
Yeah, I also just think,
I did see that one. The one good thing, the only good thing about the American World Cup has been the extended highlights on a channel that should. Oh wow!
Senegal have broken
Senegal's
through
on
it,
break.
potentially.
Jackson is in.
Oh,
Nice.
Jackson, go on.
Jackson.
Oh,
hit the post! He's hit the post and it's bounced off Maignan for a corner.
Mate, is Jackson good? Oh my God!
That's a great effort from Jackson.
That
See,
was
now,
so close.
instead of getting the momentum and having the corner, I'm guessing it's a drinks break now, right?
It will. I think it will be very soon if it hasn't started. Yeah, if it's not already.
Oh my days!
I'm very impressed with this though because look, also like he never quite gets inside of the centre back here.
Yeah.
I think the centre back does quite a good job of showing him
It's
wide.
a great effort on his left foot.
So near post.
Maignan
shot
gets
on the left.
very lucky. The bounce comes off him and goes just wide because there's
Oh, that's so good.
Isn't
so
he
many
right
ways that
footed?
can go in.
Yeah, Maignan's really lucky.
Yeah.
That's so fortunate.
Mm.
Whew. That's the first big chance we've
First
seen in
big
the game
chance,
so far,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And I guess that is what
Are they
John
playing
was
the
talking
corner?
about
They're
this
not having
before,
the,
but that's
break.
maybe what like France would be worried about when they press Senegal so high up and lock them in. There will be space in behind. Tad, you mentioned that as well.
Yeah.
Your analysis is coming to life here.
Oh. Yeah.
The throw-in is the cue for the hydration.
Now it's the break.
Okay. So we're at hydration break. John's going to come back in and offer us some analysis.
Yeah.
But Tad, something that we do during hydration breaks is we tell hydration break jokes.
Oh no!
Would you like to read this joke?
Sure.
Yeah?
Give it to me.
There you go. We'll do another one in the second half as well.
This is the problem with being online. So I'm going to read the first half of the joke.
Yeah.
In the middle of the joke, I will say down the camera, I did not write this joke. It has nothing to do with my career
Your
or my
camera's
legacy in comedy.
That one over there.
Right, that one
on the
right
left.
there.
You see it, right?
And then I'll read the second half, just so no one can clip it up.
And then I'll clip out the middle bit when I post it online so it looks like you said it. Don't worry, it's a golden joke. But
No.
People-
I'll move over here, just so...
This is gonna send your stand-up career just skyrocketing.
to the moon?
Yeah, to the moon. You'll never believe.
This is going to be the Gabrielle to my career.
That's right. Yeah. All right, here we go.
You might not have known it, but England keeper James Trafford comes from a long line of footballing royalty.
Oh, really?
Yeah, his dad's name is Old.
Oh, right.
Old Trafford.
Old Trafford. That is a footballing royalty.
Crazy they
isn't it?
called the
Yeah.
son James.
Yeah.
Should have called him New.
It's kind of better. That's sort of a nice little addition at the end there. Well done, good joke. We'll get you to read another one.
Mate, I've been having
looking for
jokes
material
fail
like
for
this.
10 years straight now. I know how to recover.
You'll do well tonight, then. You'll do well. You can keep that, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
You keep that. You keep it for later. Oh, John's back. Look at that. Are we ready to talk to John? No, we're not ready to talk to John yet. Fine.
What?
Unless, John, you want to sit down until we are ready, and then we can...
So I'm not ill, by the way.
we're ready
Hay
now.
fever.
That's all good.
Yeah.
It's really bad right now.
Oh, right.
I feel like this year's hay fever is
It's
particularly
so much worse.
bad.
I was
Yeah.
I want to do a joke. I was in the Kew Gardens with my in-laws over the weekend and my partner. Really nice. And you know how Kew has a different microbiome
Yes.
for each continent?
Yes.
For all the vegetation. In the Africa one, hay fever went away.
There
For like
you go.
15 minutes, I was all right. And listen, all the Go Back to Africa people, they're wrong, except for one case. The one hay fever case, they might have A points on a biological. It's completely true. I was so okay for that 10 minutes.
Are you warm?
I'm warm.
All right, he's warm. Now, John, you were in the tactics cupboard.
Was.
For the first half. Well, for the first quarter. Oh, God, I've said it. For the first quarter of the game.
First quarter.
While you were out of the room, Tad offered some great analysis at the beginning of the game, which I feel as though...
Saw me out of the room, saw his chance. He was sitting in my chair as well.
No, more impressively, he did it from a reclined position.
Really?
He wasn't even leaning forwards.
Unfortunately.
But no, I mean, what did you notice?
Well, I mean, what did you guys notice? Did you enjoy the game?
Yeah,
I've
it's
been loving it.
Yeah?
Very physical.
What we thought might happen, what Tad said he thought might happen, was that, France are going to press up and leave a lot of space in behind. I think we just saw, the biggest chance of the game so far came from Nicholas Jackson. It's exactly what happened, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It was a great chance, and they were a little bit unlucky that it bundled the wrong side of the post, I guess. But I think the thing that's really stood out to me is that what we were talking about before with mid-blocks. I think the game started out fairly open, but I think Senegal have been quite happy just sitting in a bit more of a block, and France have really struggled to find any way through that block, to the extent that we've talked already about your Dembélés, and your Elises. These players are dropping outside of the block, and therefore they're not able to work through it. I guess these are more technical players, so you think if you drop them into a deeper area, they should be able to find ways through. But the problem is then that there's very little occupation within the middle of the block, right? So if you get through, then you're not necessarily generating any nice situations. Mbappe also shifting out to the left-hand side like he likes to. So, yeah, I think it's been very much a case of actually Senegal quite happy to sit in their block, and as a result, France aren't able to go through it, but pulls them forward, opens up that space, and as we saw, the ball turnover quick through to Nicholas Jackson, and they were unlucky not to score there. And they've had a few situations like that. Ismail Assar's been through on a few occasions as well. But I think at the beginning, Senegal went a little bit more direct and maybe got caught out a few times himself. And I think they've just realised
they're breaking now as well. The game's just started again. You see?
Jackson
nice.
is in.
Wonderful.
There's not much you could do there.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's going to be the story of the game. Can France break through the Senegal block?
Yeah.
Can Senegal hit the space in behind France when they're trying to build through it?
Great.
Yeah.
Are you going back to the cupboard?
I can do, yeah.
All right. We'll see you at half time.
Yeah, I'm going to leave this mic on though.
All right, yeah,
That's
do
all
that.
right.
And we can switch him off. All right, perfect. Thanks, John. Right, we're back in.
No, just me. Okay.
Oh, wait, sorry, I forgot to clap for John.
There we go. There we
Well
go.
done, John. Yeah. There he goes. Okay. Let's see how we go. Have fun in the cupboard, buddy.
I feel like Senegal will be the happier of the two teams so far.
Yeah.
They've
Seems
definitely
so.
looked well. I mean, Mbappe's had a couple of bad touches. If it weren't for that, then who knows? But they felt more dangerous. They feel like they're kind of figuring France out as we go.
Yeah. I'm really impressed by Senegal's structure. You'd think that they'd break a little bit or leave a little bit of space and gaps in that, but like they they're being intransigent. They're just so
Really
dirty.
solid,
Yeah.
yeah.
I guess it's just hard to keep up for a whole game sometimes.
Yeah.
It's kind of, isn't it? Yeah. Thanks. And then that's tense. Oh, can you take that one back and then yeah. We got your top up there, Ted.
Oh, thank you.
Spill on the jokes, not the jokes.
I've spilt it on the jokes.
Oh no.
It'll be fun. I think we'll be okay.
It's interesting, this evolution of France. Obviously, in the past, they've been built on defensive solidity.
Yeah.
And the way they won the World Cup in 2018 was having a really solid base and kind of allowing a platform for Mbappe and at the time Griezmann to go forward. And they had Giroud occupying central areas, whereas now they don't have that same focal point up front. And the amount of attacking talent in the team has kind of forced them to shift a bit going forward. So it's interesting watching how they kind of get to grips with it, because they weren't the best in the last Euros, despite the fact they got to the semi-finals. But
Yeah.
this team, it still feels, obviously the attacking talent up front is incredible, but it still feels there's something not quite clicked yet.
Do you reckon they're suffering through England syndrome? A little bit.
What? How do you mean?
With our golden generation when we were kids.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Potentially.
Collection of great players, but they're not linking up.
Potentially. I mean, there's also the fact that Deschamps is going to leave at the end of this tournament, rain or shine.
Yeah.
Which I think is maybe an interesting fact to consider, just because of how the players have had this guy in charge for so long. I know a lot of them are new, but I wonder if his same messaging is having the same effect on them. I mean, I say this all now, and it's half an hour and it's still 0-0. And if the game finishes 0-0, I think Senegal and France will be pretty happy with. Not happy, but they'll be fine with this as a result. I mean, you'd still make them favourites to go through, but it does just feel like, for most people's favourites, something's not quite there.
Clicking.
Yeah. But I do like the fact that Rabiot is still in midfield. That's quite reassuring.
I think, yeah. I think we should stop trying to... oh, look, Mbappe pressed. That's one. I love that interview he gave. I don't know if you saw it, where Mbappe was like, I've got to stop pressing. This is it. I'm going to change right now. I felt like...
see that, no.
It was kind of like a bad husband going like, baby, this is the last time. I said, like, I'm going to change, I promise. It's like, no, you're not, man.
I kind
You're
of respect
gonna
it,
do a
yeah.
Rashford press. You're gonna make yourself look busy.
I wonder what's going to happen with Rashford as well. I wonder like how much of an impact whether or not he has a successful World Cup is going to have on where he plays next season, because Barcelona haven't taken that option up, right?
No. Well, it's passed. They can't. They can still sign him, but not for the...
Okay.
Yeah.
So it seems unlikely that they will do.
No.
I thought I was reading yesterday as well that there isn't there a clause in his contract that doesn't apply, that's where there's a release clause but doesn't apply to Liverpool or Man City.
Oh, I didn't know that, but my assumption would be Man City or Liverpool. What Liverpool perhaps, but I don't know he would ever go to Liverpool.
He would never go to Liverpool. So.
No. I mean, for him, I think maybe a year outside of England seems to have actually done him
And
the world of good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Confidence and all that.
Yeah.
I just I love Marcus Rashford, the guy,
Yeah.
the person. Wonderful human being, good soul, wants to help people, all that stuff. Not a bad word to say about him as a human being, but like it's the lack of pressing, considering how fast he is. It's just what I don't. Do you remember the quarterfinal this year with Barcelona? And then Rashford comes on, and I think he came on for Rafinha.
Yeah.
And he just come on. It's like the 60th minute, 65 or whatever, and he's not pressing. And I was like, dude, you're fast.
Right. Yeah. It's perplexing, that stuff sometimes.
If you're not pressing in the Champions League knockout phases for Barcelona, like, I mean, come on, man. And also in a year where you're fighting for your career.
Yeah. I remember.
It just sends me.
I interviewed a footballer once. Do you remember Steve Morrison, footballer? Steve?
I do. Grey hair.
Grey hair.
Yeah.
Yes, Steve Morrison of grey
Is
hair.
that the first thing you said?
I'm looking him up because I swear to God that he was Cardiff manager for a year, wasn't he? Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, I interviewed him just towards the end of his playing career, and I remember that the most interesting part of the conversation for me was listening to him talk about the most annoying thing that can happen to you, or one of them that can happen to you as a footballer, is being a forward, being instructed by your coach like to not press and to hold off and hold in a block, and then have people in the crowd scream, "Why aren't you pressing?" I'm not saying. I'm sure Marcus Rashford is being instructed to press because it's Barcelona. But you just reminded me of it. Like he said, it was so infuriating. Sometimes you could hit particularly when you play at a smaller team where you can hear individual people in the crowd, and they're screaming like, "Close him down, close him down!" And you just like almost want to turn and look at them and say, "I've been told not to."
But I'll give the game plan away.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
You still get that now with the playing out from the back, even though that's been like a thing for a decade.
Yeah.
People still lose it in stadiums.
Yeah.
Whenever someone doesn't go long, and you sort of
Really?
Yeah, you feel like if you're one of the players playing out from the back, you almost feel like you want to tell them to turn around, just chill. I remember John Stones doing that to Everton fans once, being like, just chill out.
Yeah.
It didn't have the desired effect.
Aniket Patel in the chat saying, "What has John done wrong that he's not allowed to watch the game with you guys?"
Can we say that on the stream? Or
It's nothing like that. It's nothing like that. No, it's just he's in the tactics cupboard because it's, as you can imagine, it's so hard to focus on the game when we're all chatting
With all this banter going.
with all this hardcore banter happening. Also, it's one of the amusing things about being John's friend. You would think, "Oh, great, you can watch loads of football with him."
Yeah.
He won't watch it. He won't watch it with you.
Really?
Because he needs to the way he watches it is just not the same.
Yeah.
People. And every time I try and talk to him, he's like, "Oh God, leave me alone. Let me recognise the patterns."
Yeah.
This is a big game, so he's going to come back in at half time as well. But that's why
That's so cool. I get that. I get that as well.
Yeah. That's the way that you watch football as well.
No, it's the way that I watch comedy. Like my girlfriend will be like, "Ha ha ha ha." I'm like, my wife. We recently, anyway. She'll be like, "Ha ha, that's funny." I'm like, "Do not interrupt." Like, there's
I'm
art
listening for the
happening
pauses.
here.
Yeah.
Do you heckle in theatre? What?
So are you looking at it from like a technical point of view when you watch the stand-ups?
I watch it in a way that's so boring.
Interesting. No, because I was watching. My first job out of university, I did a bit of work in TV production, and I was watching a TV show with a friend afterwards, and I was sort of thinking like, "Oh, that's a weird shot that they've chosen to do." And then he was like, "Oh, don't be that guy. Don't make me watch this in the way you're watching this."
Yeah.
But it's interesting the way you view things different. Like there's techniques that I would just never pick up on.
Different strokes, different folks.
Yeah.
Like I don't really. I'm not a big movie person, but then you hit your late 20s, your algorithm changes. You start getting all these YouTube channels with like, "Hey, here's how the filmography art schools."
Yeah.
And then you start watching films different.
I would say learning about anything usually makes the thing worse if you like it, right?
Oof, that's a terrible pass.
You needed that second runner coming in there.
Oh, that's with the France cutback.
On the France cutback.
So Mane's still down. Oh no, Mane took the shot.
Sarr, I think, is down.
Sarr's down.
Yeah.
I mean, that's definitely a foul.
It is definitely a foul.
Should be a retroactive yellow card. Are you still on a minute?
The medical team are on now as well.
So he'll have to go off for a minute now.
Right. Because of the new rule.
Because of the new rule.
What's the new rule?
The new rule is that you have to go off for a minute if you receive treatment, unless that treatment is unless the foul is worthy of a yellow card.
Yeah.
In which case it's sort of like, wow, that was clearly a bad enough tackle for you to actually need to go off so you can come straight back on, kind of thing.
So they have to play 10 men against France.
Pretty much for a minute now.
How is that?
Which it does feel unfair on Senegal, given that Saliba fouled Sarr there, and they're now going to be punished for it for a minute at a crucial stage of the game.
So if you're building really good momentum as a stronger team, and then you hack one of the opposition while they're crumbling, you have 10. That's such a crazy rule.
It's a very good point. You can see how frustrated he is now coming off. Clearly wasn't listening in the referee briefing.
Do you know what I love about the Senegal coach? Doesn't he just look like that uncle that gives you your first beer? He's just got that sound vibe about him.
That was my Uncle Damien. Gave me my first.
So the momentum of the game has completely shifted now, hasn't it?
Yeah.
France is way on top.
Almost all of the first round games so far have been like this, though, haven't they? They've just been kind of, they've been quite stop-start. They've been,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you excited to play FC26 at half time?
Listen, we're having a good time, and I just don't want to get exposed.
You're playing me, there is no chance of that happening.
I
Don't
thought I
worry.
heard you were a good player.
I'm not. I just play it a lot.
You just play a lot. Okay.
Do you know what it is? If I'm in London, in this area that we're in right now,
Yeah.
I might do 2 or 3, sometimes 4, 5 shows in a night on a weekend and stuff. All that adrenaline coursing through your veins.
Yeah.
I can't sleep. It's
You
like
can't sleep.
it's a nightmare.
Yeah.
So I'll just do some career mode. It's like the year 2755.
Wow.
And I've got like this France team basically
And
as
is
the
that,
squad.
is that you as a manager?
As a manager, yeah. And like you just beating up the computer, and then that'll get you down
Yeah.
on the adrenaline. I don't know what it is. It's weirdly soothing and therapeutic.
Yeah, I guess it's a focus for your energy, right?
Yeah, to come down.
Ooh.
Without that, I just keep thinking about jokes and edits, and
Yeah.
I wish I could go back on again to fix this little thing I did wrong, all that little stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a horrible feeling, that restlessness, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the word. That's the word.
Almost feel like you're going for a run or something, to like
Yeah.
exert the energy.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's why they've been taking the corner short.
I mean, every time that there's a close-up of a France player, you just think like, that player is incredible.
Yeah.
How are they not
Yeah.
already
Yeah.
in this game? So close to half time.
I think the footballing world needs to stop pretending Mbappe is a striker.
What do you think he is?
I think he's a inside forward left. I think he's Sadio Mane in peak Liverpool.
I know what you mean. His best football has come when he's had a focal point up front. Like with Giroud as the proper 9 sort of occupying the
Yeah.
central spaces, and he's been able to kind of drift off to the left. Even at Monaco when he was breaking through, it was Falcao doing that, and he sort of could kind of drift to the left if he wanted.
I mean, his greatest attribute is his pace. He doesn't want to be a big target man number 9. He doesn't want to come short and do the link up play. He just wants to take a man on and pelt it. So just let him. We'd all be better off for it.
Okay, 6 minutes of added time. That's the first time I've heard the stadium announcement doing
Just
the
thinking
World
the
Cup.
exact same thing.
And because it's an American accent, it just sounds like a video game. You know what I mean?
It feels like what was that intergalactic football cartoon?
Was that the one that had all the players in it? It was like a Nike advert.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes. Yeah.
I remember that.
Felt like that. Yeah, something about hearing American accents in a footballing context just feels weird.
I mean, going into half time, Kaya,
Yes.
Senegal will presumably be the happier team, right?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, they've the game's kind of gone as they would have wanted. They've been pretty solid defensively. I know there's been those couple of times where if things had gone against them, Mbappe could have got in, but now I was just about to say how things are going well. Dembele is running out their defence, but he's misplaced the pass. So and it kind of feels like those final pass moments have been going wrong for France. They haven't been able to figure it out.
Yeah.
And you need a bit of luck if you're going to get a result against France, if you're being honest, like with the attacking quality they've got. But Senegal have kind of played the game as John and Tad were outlining at the start, and it's gone as they would have hoped. The only thing that could have gone better for them is if Jackson had put it an inch further to the right and it had gone in off the post. But I think they'd be really happy with how it's gone so far, for sure. And they're a team who people talk about the strength and depth France have, but Senegal have some great players come off the bench as well. You know, Iliman Ndiaye. There was a PSG winger whose name I've slipping my mind now, who John was mentioning before the game. But they have players who can come off the bench and sustain the level that they've been showing in this first half. So you kind of feel like they'll be able to maintain this in the second half, hopefully. I mean, cue me saying that and France going on to win like 5-0, but
France score immediately.
Exactly. But it does feel like, Senegal will probably be the happier of the two teams. And they've got results recently against top European sides. They beat England in a friendly last year, was it? Maybe the year before. But they've got pedigree against European teams. And obviously, you know, for many people, the African champions. And they're a really good side, and they're showing that here on a really high level.
I'm pretty excited for France-Norway as well.
Yeah. That is going to be a fun game.
It's going to be huge.
Saliba versus Haaland is always fun.
That's going to be absolutely
They love it.
colossal.
And,
It's just a shame that Gabriel's not there. Huh?
it is a shame, isn't it?
I feel like Haaland versus Gabriel is the main fun one.
Yeah, you know, Gabriel is fluent in French as well.
Really?
Not that that's all it takes to play for the national team, but
Wait, why is Gabriel not there? Is he injured?
Oh, he's just not playing for France. He's playing for Brazil. So he's there, right?
He's at the World Cup.
I'm thinking of Saliba.
He won't be in that game. No, Saliba's here.
So dumb. I was getting mixed up.
Both excellent Arsenal defenders, so easy to do.
Kyra is unapologetically an Arsenal fan, if you hadn't already noticed.
Yeah, I foolishly for the Champions League final, Tad decided. So one of our first one of these live streams was the Champions League final, and I watched along, and it's probably one of the worst decisions of my life.
I was furious. I was in Hastings for the final, and then I had like some horrible outdoor tent gig.
Wow.
But what's it? Yeah, I was watching it in a pub, and I'm a patriot. You know, you root for the English team.
Sure.
And never been angrier. I just felt so let down by a team I hate.
Feels like a kind of win-win situation for you.
No, it wasn't. I was like, do you know what? I was upset with myself for not rooting for PSG.
Yeah, you're one of the few Chelsea fans I know who didn't hate watch that night. It's
Nah, because you got to root for the English team, man. That's just the rule.
You know what? I don't disagree with you. I remember when Chelsea got to the Champions League final against Bayern Munich, their first Champions League.
Yeah.
And I'm saying this quietly, but I was quite happy to see them win. I was supporting them on the day.
I always notice that whenever a major tournament comes around, that I did. Whilst I think I'm not excited about England yet because I haven't played a game.
Yeah.
I didn't watch either of the two friendlies ahead. Right now, I feel nothing. Tomorrow,
generally, or
generally,
yeah.
Tomorrow, I'll be very, very excited. But also, I notice as the tournament starts that I do have a what is usually a kind of, I guess, dormant tiering of teams that I follow, and that is like way more nationalist than I want to admit. Right? I want England to win at all costs, obviously.
Yeah.
But then after that, if like a European team is playing like a South American team, I want the European team to win.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And then after that, I've got like a tier list of all the other continents.
Senegal are in.
Senegal through.
Oh,
Come on!
He's got a score. Oh, he's put it
he's
over the
over.
bar.
This is it.
That was a huge chance. That was a huge chance.
That was huge. He's skied it, right?
Sorry. It was just the face of the Senegal coach just calling him African swear words in his head. I've had that look in my childhood so much. I'm just like, was just like, Take it you with.
That's so close.
Oh my god! What a chance!
He's gone for it with his right foot rather than his left.
Is he left-footed?
Is that-
He's
is that it?
right-footed,
That's
but
half time,
you kind of
right?
feel like
Hey Kai, will you pass me the controller?
swing on the left. It's a good chance there.
I don't know whether the
It's
other one
hard.
was a bit
It's
too-
hard sometimes. I always think about like how can you sky it as a professional footballer,
No, this.
but these guys' bodies are so strong.
Yeah.
Like the amount of effort they put into a kick.
That's the thing that has always amazed me about professional footballers is
Yeah.
someone who will never, ever get close to even thinking about being a professional footballer. But like power and accuracy at the same time combined is
Crazy.
is alchemy to me.
Yeah.
It's one or the other when I play 7-a-side. And
Okay, it's
sometimes
Toronto
neither.
FC versus Arsenal.
Okay.
Chelsea versus Arsenal. Let's go.
How good would you say you are? Because Kaya's not good at this game.
Thanks, man.
I am okay.
Are you up for playing as Toronto FC against
I am
Arsenal?
not up for playing as Toronto FC. I'm up for playing as Chelsea versus Arsenal.
Unfortunately, you can't have. No, I tell you what, we can do that. We'll just back
Oh, no,
out.
no, no. Oh.
No, let's do it. Why not? Let's do that. And we'll come back into the tournament afterwards.
Okay.
Right. I know it's exciting. Hang on, let me save and quit.
This is Tad. I'll be honest. This has worked out in your favour massively.
Has
if
it?
you're playing me, because
Oh, I'm stuck in a loop.
I am not a great EFC player.
The problem with playing me is, you know what? I'm gonna keep my cards close to my chest.
Okay.
I will just say, after one match, you figure me out pretty quickly. I am not.
Okay.
It's not complicated.
I think after one virtual minute, you figured me out pretty quickly. So
All right, I'm genuinely stuck in a loop, so we can't do that, right? So, like, in which case, Kaya, you will play as Toronto FC.
yeah.
And Tad
Okay.
will play as Arsenal. Okay.
No, I'll go to Toronto.
No, you play as Arsenal.
No,
You're our
I'm
guest.
going
You're our
Toronto,
guest.
Crody.
All right, fine. In which case, Kaya, you're playing as Arsenal.
Maybe we both play together against us.
I'm going to pop to the middle. We'll be right back.
Destroy the
Okay?
Be
Figure
teams. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did we enjoy that?
Yeah, I did enjoy it actually.
Can't believe they didn't score at the end.
I know. I think we were saying I don't know what's happening here.
Oh no.
John, a lot of people asking
What's
where
happening
you've
here?
where you've been,
I've been in the tactics cupboard. I thought this was explained.
but
I'm just gonna switch to a 4-3-3.
a couple of people are asking,
Yeah, of course.
Sick.
what has John done that he's not allowed to watch the game with you guys?
It's not what I've done. It's what they've done, Ryan. It may surprise people to learn. It's actually quite hard to analyse a
is.
game when you're sat in a room of people talking about.
Oh, we've managed it, mate.
Yeah, it's true.
That is why, isn't it? Just in case anyone's wondering,
Yeah.
it's because John is
Just let me.
serious.
These guys are fun. I'm serious. We know where we belong at various times in the stream.
Sick. Cool. Whatever. Sure.
Is it just not letting you do it? Or?
No,
Oh my gosh.
career mode has a different set of whatever
Okay.
than what I'm used to. A striker, left wing. Okay.
Are you upset with the way that Toronto FC have been set up? Is that what's going on here?
I'm upset is a very strong word.
Tad, are you Toronto
Furious?
FC, Tad?
I'm going to go Toronto, Crody, because I listened to Iceman and I enjoyed quite a lot of it. I'm just happy that Drizzy Drake bounced back.
Do you mean that?
Do you know what? I did like the album. I was talking to a mate about this the other day, of like, everyone's expecting Drake to have a lot more emotional depth than he should, given his lifestyle. You know?
Okay.
I think you don't go to the donut store for fruit. I listen to Drake. I want to hear some toxic, immature, underdeveloped, hard bars. I don't need him to grow.
You said there's no space in your life for an emotionally mature Drake. Is that what you're
No, there's no. I go to Kendrick for that. I go to Cole. I'll go to you know,
Someone in the chat just said, "Not like us."
not like us. Yeah. That's okay. That's okay.
All right, so we're
I
underway.
think my favourite Drake line is probably "I'm at you like bless me." Is I think a favourite personal.
Yeah, Kyra's a big pitbull man.
Oh yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Whoa! What's the OGs about? OGs is in that's such great music.
Oh,
taste,
oh,
or-
Jesus, and what a
Side, ref,
poor,
side.
Oh, the referee's at it again.
I thought you were supposed to
poor,
let it
poor
go.
pass from me.
Can you imagine how infuriating that would be on FC26 if they had that life? Like, they let the game play out
And
until there's a goal-scoring opportunity
Oh,
and
the
then
late
flag
flag
for
thing.
offside. Can you imagine how many rage quits there'd be if...
Just then. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
someone in the chat said Tad is a brilliant guest.
oh, that's so sweet. I'm having a great time. This is the coolest thing about being a stand-up comic. Like, I just get to do stuff I watch. That's like the best life. You have no idea how happy I am.
And you get to play FC 26. So
Yeah. I was going to say, depending on how badly he beats me in this game, I might agree with you. But let's see.
Some good backwards defending there, Tad. I enjoyed
Merci
that.
beaucoup.
Oh, here we
Oh,
go.
giving
Here we
that away
go.
cheap.
Here we go. Go on.
Oh.
We're in. Oh, this is where I panic. I don't know what to do with myself.
You're going the wrong way.
Go on. Oh. Sometimes you've got to go backwards to go forwards, John.
Yeah, that's true. And sometimes you have to run in a big wide circle in the box.
Oh, and sometimes you have to let them dribble straight past you.
Got some John and Joe commentary requests. So Joe's not here. So John, you're on.
I don't know any of the players. Oh, they've got their names at the bottom, haven't
Oh my gosh.
they? Goodness gracious me.
Right, this is the
It could have been so beautiful.
the lightning counterattacks that Arsenal are famous for. Let's
Yeah,
go.
it isn't. Martin Odegaard doing what he's famous for, ruining a transition.
Messy up. We dribbled, we passed it forward. That was.
You're starting Martinelli. You gotta have him come on in the 83rd minute.
I think I'm actually starting Trossard.
Yeah,
I
Trossard
think
went
it's
past
a,
everyone.
it's a poor decision generally.
Richie Larea. No, that's not Richie Larea, surely.
I think it's Richie Larea.
He's the left back for Canada.
Oh, he's got a punch that.
A couple of people asking what you saw in the cupboard, John.
Oh my gosh.
In the cupboard. Yeah, I think what we said in the drinks break is largely applicable. I think it's very much a case of Senegal being quite happy to sit in a block after the first few minutes and just wait for those moments to go. I thought they were much braver as well in possession than France.
That's offside.
France really struggling to make any inroads into the block. And it's worth saying, like with France, because they're pressing out with on one side Kylian Mbappe, there's so much more scope, I think, for Senegal to actually tease that block apart, get a bit in behind the first line, and then pull them around. Whereas I think Senegal have done a fairly good job of making it hard for France to do the same thing. And you get that problem, right, where when the ball isn't arriving to some of the best players in the middle, they end up then dropping out. So we've seen all of them dropping outside of the block. Elise a lot in the first quarter. And then, at times Mbappe drifting into the wide areas to try and get access to the ball as well. So, I want to see a bit more braveness.
Bravery.
A bit more bravery.
It's because it's a predominantly US World Cup. You just put Ness on the
I want to see a bit more bravery from, I know you said Arsenal there.
in this
You see that?
EAFC 26 game. Yeah,
Well, it's more because I was thinking William Saliba, and but yeah, I want to see more bravery from the France back line. Maybe a bit more ball carrying to try and tease the Senegal block apart, and just maybe more risky passes into the middle a little bit. But quite disappointing from France, I think.
Do you think presence like Cherky, who's a bit more comfortable in central areas, might make a difference in that sense?
Absolutely.
I think so, but again, the issue is that if he's not getting the ball, then and that's sort of what's going wrong. I guess the addition of someone like Cherky would mean that if he dropped out of the block, I think he would be much more competent at finding those spaces inside. But I think what we've seen from France is their best chances have come from trying to counter when Senegal have gone forward. But I think Senegal have been absolutely excellent. They sort of tempoed the game quite nicely. They've known when to take their time, and even just at the end, right, when they had 30 seconds to go, well, they had a minute to go, and they took their time going forward, and then just sort of went direct right at the end, so that there was no time for a counter attack. I thought, and they were very unlucky, obviously, not to score that chance through Ismail's side.
France have had one shot blocked. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what that would have been.
Dembele shot.
Oh,
yeah.
that was from way out, wasn't it? Am I making that up? Oh dear.
That's not too
Mbappe
impressive
was
yet.
looking a little bit rusty. I thought, like, took a few touches that
Yeah,
he was in quite
there.
dangerous scenarios
Yes.
and didn't really take it. So.
Oh no!
Oh, it's an incredible goal.
Oh no!
Oh, I missed the
no.
goal.
High line.
Sam
high
Kerr.
line.
Sam Kerr with
Wow.
a goal for
Sam
Toronto.
Kerr's done me
This,
in.
I don't know. Arsenal losing to Toronto is pre-season friendly energy.
Yeah, it is. It's
Where,
definitely
and everyone's
Guys,
when the real
Guys, play
season
starts.
great for
Real
content.
pre-season.
Great for content.
Yeah.
Is this the year?
Is this the year? Right, let's try and score a goal because that's evaded me so far. Oh,
Were you not trying to score previously?
I wasn't not trying to score.
I didn't realise how bad the claims of you not being good at FC 26 are.
Yeah. Oh dearie me.
That's very
That's
important.
nice though, teasing out the fullback, looking for the space in behind. Appreciated that.
Did you appreciate that?
No,
Okay.
lame, I think.
Oh,
Kai's struggling to.
No, I thought he should pass it back to Zoom.
Kai's
on the
struggling to
edge.
make inroads inside the
Got a
block.
question for you, actually. Well, a question for everyone, actually.
Jeez.
Nathan says John needs to explain Rabiot.
oh, jeez.
There has to be an actual reason he stays in the team.
Yeah, I mean, I was having a conversation with
Oh
my
my
friends about
gosh.
like which match made in heaven in international football is the peak one, and I think it might be Deschamps and Rabiot. Right? Like, there's always managers who rely on their guy, and for whatever
go on, let's
reason,
bring on,
Deschamps
Nelly.
loves Rabiot.
Oh, I haven't got Nelly on the
I
bench.
mean, Rabiot's he's had a good season in many respects.
Okay, Madueke it is then.
And yeah, I guess the idea is you want someone who is feasibly able to connect front and back. But yeah, I mean,
Long stuff.
I think the
Which one?
Matty.
The
that's
issues
what he's
are-
up to.
Matty
Yeah.
in
there's
Toronto.
no
Yeah.
coherence,
There you
right?
go.
Look at that.
And I think everyone looks bad when there's no coherence. Like there's so many players in that team where you're like
Equal
Desiree
area,
Doué. Have
throw
you
the
seen a
cards.
worse performance from
Yolo.
Desiree Doué this season? Probably not. Ousmane Dembele doing very little. Elise looking off it.
Yeah.
And that's the reality is that like you've got to find a way of getting more out of these players.
Oh, that's a goal.
You say that, Tad.
Got some comments on the game. Sorry, Kaya. Someone said short passing shambolic
Yeah. How do you know you're talking about me?
because they said short
Kaya.
passing shambolic from Kaya.
Yeah. I kind of set myself up for that one. Oh.
They've got some bangers and mash cooking for the second half.
Someone's asking
Yeah.
for Marino up front.
Well done.
Oh, I'm very jealous.
Come on, you've just come on, run.
Come on, big deck.
Run.
Actual bangers and mash cricket.
Actual bangers and mash. I'm going to sit in the
Take it
tactics
quick,
cupboard
take it
and
quick,
chow
take it
down
quick.
on them. Yeah, it's going to be great.
I might pop in.
Oh my god.
People underestimate the tactics
I
cupboard.
put a dishwasher wash on before. I was like, there's no forks.
We've been abandoned in the office. I don't know if you know.
don't even work here.
There's no one here. Usually these things happen and they don't.
Literally doing another podcast.
Second player.
Said in the Stadio Discord that a couple of people were like,
pass.
what are you doing there? I was like, it's a bit like
Oh,
James
God.
going to
What did I do?
Minnesota just for a bit. You know, it's not,
Yeah.
not hanging around.
To waste a set piece.
Are the chat in good form? Are they happy?
Chat are in good form. Yeah. Someone says Kaya needs a set piece.
I just had one. And I couldn't figure out how to use it.
I would love.
You've got to stay sharp in the last few minutes of the game here.
Please don't.
I would now that set piece coaches are becoming more prominent.
Oh
I-
God! Offside. The offside.
I would love there to be new animation
back.
Bought refs. It's rigged.
Yeah.
Brought in here to fail.
for FC 27. Anytime Arsenal,
Yeah,
if you're playing as
direct.
Arsenal and you get a set piece, I want it to cut like a cutaway animation to Nicolas Jova coming on because he's got his own mural now. So he's
They've all
he's
got
famous.
murals, though, haven't they?
Not all of them. No.
Not all of them.
There's a lot of them.
Okay, there's room for more. You'll get a mural one day, John. Don't worry.
Second half is starting, guys. So hurry this up.
I'll go back
it's-
to the tactics.
It's luckily it's on a very very quick game mode, so
Alright.
we should be okay.
Oh, this is where John walks
Have
across
fun
me to
back in
try
the
and
cupboard, John. Enjoy the bangers and mash. Everyone
Sorry,
send
we
John your
organised
love.
that
Everyone
before,
says they
though.
love you, John.
What do they really say about John? No, he's left. The
They say Mikel Arteta is calling a crisis club meeting after watching this before.
Oh God! Oh, what a tackle, big Gabby!
Right, the second half
But it's
has kicked
over.
off.
Has to be.
Oh no, I've lost it to Inter.
Oh,
Gee.
Canada.
That hurts.
Well done,
Sorry.
everyone.
That hurts. No, that's okay.
I think we can agree
Oh, God,
that
they're Viking clapping me.
football was the real winner on FC 26.
Oh God, there's no way for me to practice and get better at this game.
Why don't what, are you in tomorrow?
I am. Yeah, maybe
Why
I'll
don't we
get here early and
Why don't
play
we come in
by
early and
myself.
practice?
I can get Alex Barker to bully me and see how that works.
Use Joe's headphones. Yeah. Don't know where Joe is, by the way.
Were there any changes? Doesn't look like it. God, there's a lot of empty seats there, aren't there?
Yeah. Did those tickets end up being bought?
I'm actually not
Because
sure.
I remember reading it was like undersold by like 30.
For this game?
I mean, in the whole World Cup.
Right, okay.
And all the scalpers were like dropping their prices. That's how you know it's
Yeah.
yeah.
Just going to reply to some people in the chat. There's a lot of John love. John
Oh,
pops
John
in
love.
and then
Yeah.
There you go.
a couple of people pre-ordered his book.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Have you read any of it yet?
I've not, no.
Only read a bit because he came on Stadio and we did an episode about it, but it's good, man.
What's it about?
It's called The Spectre of Pep.
Yeah.
Oof.
Wow.
It's France's best chance so far.
So yeah, it's called. I think what's the how Guardiola haunts modern football tactics. So there's bits on various bits of the Premier League. There's a lot of Iraola stuff in there. It's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very good.
I've not paid as much attention to Areola as I should have this season. I just at the very end was like, oh, look at that! Bournemouth were 5 times better than Chelsea. That's great.
John is your man for that.
I'm sure there's probably a game that's completely going to prove me wrong, but apart from the Mexico opener, it feels like a lot of the early kickoffs have been tough on the players. Just like that's when you can really feel the heat.
Heat-wise,
Yeah.
yeah. I suppose the Germany game they had the roof on, so that's
Yeah.
that's the only one I can think of where it hasn't been.
These all being played in the same city
This one is, I think, at MetLife in New York, New
in
Jersey.
New York.
The others,
Because there's 3 games a day. Is it like one in Mexico, one in America, one in Canada every day?
No.
not quite that even a split, but yeah,
Yeah.
they're in different places.
Yeah.
I think they're. I might be wrong. Maybe the chat can help us out because someone said that there were more World Cup games in Texas than Mexico.
Wow.
Ugh.
Why?
I suppose they got two cities in Houston and Dallas
Yeah.
for hosting, but I don't.
Also, someone said
love
the
that.
weather in New York is.
The vibes are better in Mexico. Though.
Suppose,
Ugh.
don't know. Weather's
That's
not bad in
technically
New York.
not real
24. Question for you, Tad.
Yeah.
Do you expect much from Chelsea next season?
I do actually.
What do you think? What are you thinking? I heard you talking a little
Yeah.
bit about the fact that you didn't have European football was a good thing.
Yeah. I think
So if you could magic yourself into the end of May next season, what does a good season look like?
I don't think the personalities in our locker room are as big as the British press is trying to make out they are. We're not Real Madrid. I think they just don't want a supply teacher. They want someone they believe is actually in charge of their classroom. And they had that with Maresca. Eventually, they actually bought in and believed and all that stuff. He just didn't have a centre back. So I think next season, realistically, we can get like Europa has to be the target, but possibly 4th or 3rd, depending on whether or not United show up. I'd say.
I was going to ask you, as a comedian, you must have got plenty of material out of the Liam Rossini
No.
era in charge.
Do you know what's terrible? And I think all of us in this room will feel this way. Not that many people watch football.
Yeah, I mean especially outside their own club, I think, or the club they support.
Yeah.
For sure.
I mean, just in general, like as a kid, like football was it. Like if you're on the playground, you're playing the game. Like but there's a generation that's just come up now, or maybe it's just always been like this. And I lived in a microcosm of the schools I went to. But like, it felt like as a kid, if you were a boy, you were into football. That was just the rules. Not the rules, but like I was a nerd and I was into football.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? So yeah, it just doesn't come up.
Fair enough.
The only thing that cuts through is VAR. You can use that as a punchline.
It's general enough for people to know all about it. Right?
Yeah. It's weird. Really?
France are away. I mean, that's
Don't slow down the counter. That's the issue, man.
Oh,
really
dear.
good at kind of stopping anything from coming in the box.
Yeah, there's no need to reduce the pace of the counter like that. There you go.
Oh, and now Senegal are in. Oh, brilliant tackle from Saliba.
Saliba's so good at those.
He's so good.
Is it me or does the pitch look pretty awful? I can't tell. We've got a
Does the pitch
SD
look
rather
awful?
than H. The pitch looks pretty awful to me.
Yeah.
It's difficult with this TV to tell, but
It's also just hard to water it enough.
yeah.
It's that hot. Every game.
Got more Chelsea questions for you, Tanny.
More Chelsea
How you feeling
questions.
about Cucurella going?
I feel errata. That's
Really?
I've had lots of departures. That one hurt because he was talking mid-season about how like you can't be always in a state of the project's about to start. He did that interview, and Enzo as well, like briefing against Chelsea. You know, I don't know. It just felt like he played for the badge. It felt like he cares,
Yeah.
or maybe he's just one of those players that plays hard and cares about football. But it felt like he cared about Chelsea. Oh, at least it
Oh,
was.
at
Where'd
least
they go?
through. Oh, great save. Just a couple of people in the chat asking about Joe. He is here. He's just stepped out for a bit. We're doing like a little bit more of a revolving. Just people asking where Joe is.
Oh, yeah.
Joe's here.
You'd think the pass would go through here. Oh, it got covered.
Might
Good
be having
save.
some dinner, to be fair.
And a quick reminder for anyone tuning into the stream that the podcast will be live as well.
Ooh.
A few minutes after the end of the game. Joe does have more jokes. I'm sure you lucky lot will get to
I
hear
hope he
some
forgets
later.
them. I pray for my career he forgets them.
You've got a chance to sabotage him now while he's out the room.
Just
Let my-
right
hide-
material.
You know
yeah.
what happened?
Write
Right? The
some
thing
better
was,
ones on
so
the
Al
cards.
Nash was on the first show,
Yeah.
and he just like, yeah, give me more. Like, I'll read the jokes, and he just set the precedent for everyone now. So you're like, well, you know, and like playing off.
You don't want to be a diva.
Someone asking if I'm here for all the lives. I'll be knocking around. I'll be on some. There's going to be quite a few people on this summer. We're excited. It was nice to actually just because Moose and I, when we do Stadio, we're often talking about it in different places, or not watching it together. It's actually quite nice for a tournament to be in a place where there are people who are actually watching the game, as opposed to just at home being like, okay, yeah, now I have to do.
Did a great job of spreading his body, man.
It's a great save. I'm surprised he's still out in Saudi. I'm surprised no one's coming to get him from Europe.
I think it's just really hard to evaluate the metrics on Saudi players.
Yeah, you're right.
Like you could have 95th, 96th percentile stats, but what does it mean?
Yeah.
Joe's back.
Paul Jackson in again.
Do you want to sit back in your chair? Or do you want to go? Huh?
I'm going to sit in John's
You're going to sit in
John
John's
was getting
chair?
loads of love when he came back in the room, so you might get some of that.
Joe's back, everyone.
Would you like me to offer some analysis from the analyst's chair?
Go for it.
I opened my mouth before I realised what that would mean.
yeah,
I don't
What
know.
do you think
What have I missed?
What are you thinking of the game state so far, Joe, in the second half?
Well, I think the game state, I would say that it suits Senegal. I mean, I think France have to be, what's the term John always uses is the protagonists. France are the protagonists of this game. They've got to make something happen. I think Senegal will be the team far happier with a draw out of this.
Yeah.
Also, because the tricky thing with this group is Iraq being the. I feel a bit sorry for saying it, but Iraq being the team that everyone needs to beat to progress.
Yeah.
If Senegal can get a draw out of France and or Norway, then at very minimum they will 100% go through.
And they're in now. Oof, no, the pass wasn't good.
At least go through in the third place position. Potentially better. What have I missed anyway? Has it been much the same?
You missed
Elise chance.
Tad humble me at EA as well. Oops, sorry.
No.
That's what I missed.
Toronto has a great football history, so you...
Did you win as Toronto? Oh no, Kaya.
It's not my game. It's not my game. I'll get better. I'll rise again.
The commentary said it was a goal for all of football.
Fantastic.
The world smiled that day.
I was just prepping some of the podcasts later because we're going to do some non-World Cup stuff. Oh, France are through.
There you
It's
go.
got to be a goal.
Oh,
It's
Wow.
got to be a goal. It's not.
Wow.
Mbappe.
It looks like
Wow.
Mbappe.
That was Mbappe, yeah.
My gosh.
Though everything was perfect about that apart from the finish.
Which, considering who was on the end of it, was rare.
Yeah.
Guy Mowbray on BBC Com said, someone has pressed the on switch.
Yeah. They should have done that at the beginning of the game.
I thought the first half was pretty on for the most part. I enjoyed it.
Oh, you've got it. Actually, to be fair,
The defender does
the
quite
centre-back does
there,
well
yeah.
there to make it as difficult as possible.
Yeah.
Doesn't allow him to open his body up.
You can't open the body there now. And if he puts it onto his left, he's closed the angle on himself, so he has to take that shot.
Yeah. Okay, so this is a corner for France.
A set piece again, ole ole.
It's another short corner.
Oh dear.
Is Elise left-footed as well?
Yes.
And Dembele's left-footed, but he's both-footed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if the move is to... Because Mbappe likes to drift out wide, that rotation should be with Dembele more than Elise right now, because Elise is drifting in centrally a little bit too much. But there
Here
you
we go.
Oh,
It's a
that's
penalty.
Oh, it's
That's
a
got to be a
pen.
penalty.
He's given a corner. He's not given
He's
a penalty.
given a corner.
What?
Okay, let's see the
That
replay.
looks a stone ball
Nah,
at
it's
me.
got to go to VAR.
Got to see the replay here.
Joe, they haven't directed this at you, but someone, Abigail in the chat says only John should be allowed to say protagonists. Which I think
Oh,
That looked-
I think
let's have a
Mbappe
look.
jumped over it.
Does he get the
Oh,
I think that's
I think it's one of
penalty.
those that if he gives that, it's probably not overturned.
You think? Yeah.
Can you
I think
overturn
so
it?
as well. It's in that grey area.
One of
yeah.
those
I
referees
think that gets
decisions.
given quite often.
Yeah. Champions League, automatic penalty there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not one that like. It's not super hard. Are we going to get a VAR review?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. The commentator and the referee sort of advisor commentator Darren Cann is saying that he thinks it's a pen.
Okay.
Yep.
I wonder what it will do to the game.
I mean, I guess it means that Senegal have to come out a bit more.
Attack,
But
yeah.
was he suggesting play on?
Well, so I don't think so. I think VAR is still reviewing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point. The commentary team saying the 17th game, only 2 penalties so far.
Yeah,
And
true.
we had 3 reds in the first game.
The 3 reds. Weren't there like hundreds at the last World Cup by the big
Penalty.
Yeah. I feel
2018,
like-
there were loads because they started getting
2018
them
was
for
it?
pulling at corners.
Right. Yeah.
Remember Kane scored. They've given it. They've given it. Oh, sorry, they've not given it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I heard the words "it's a penalty" in my headphone.
Referee's going over to the screen.
Yeah. Although, in the form he's in, Mendy might save this.
Yeah.
Oh, how about that? Look at the referee grasp by the side of the screen there.
It's funny though because
The camera does sort of lose it. Yeah.
That's a real controlled stance, isn't it?
I mean, that is a penalty, I think.
He's got the look of a man who's about to sort of hit the side of it to get the signal to return.
Yeah.
Mane, who gives it away as well.
His eyes are going to go square looking at that close.
Just a bit of a silly challenge, though.
It's very much a winger tracking
It's
back,
silly.
isn't it?
It's one of those things, though. It's like in the era of VAR, when you watch it slow down,
Yeah.
you just sort of think, well, okay, it's very light, but okay, referee's returning. What's he saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't even hear what he's saying because of the cheer of the crowd. Love that green, by the way. I've really, really been admiring the referee's
referee
attire.
green.
Yeah, over the last few games. Loving that green.
Should we get you a referee kit?
Yeah. I'd be quite a good referee.
Yeah.
What's happened?
Oh, no,
no.
penalty.
What?
Everyone cheered.
Did he not say?
He said attacker initiate the contact.
Oh, sorry. So I guess he's signaling
Yeah,
for a goal
he's saying
kick.
Mbappe lent into it, which is how I felt. I felt like there was contact. But
Oh, the Mbappe
Wow.
initiated
Drops
the
this-
contact.
You hear that,
John
John?
is here.
Wow.
No penalty.
no penalty.
No. Do you want to swap in for Ryan?
Someone did say we're watching Tifo, watching the ref, watching the VAR. Come and sit. Everyone, let's get John
The
back.
fact that they had the time to type out that comment says a lot, doesn't it?
That's fine.
I think that's a penalty, I have to say. I think that he does initiate the contact, but I still think it is a penalty.
Yeah.
What's it like in the captain's chair, John? You like it? You look good in that chair. Warm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's disturbingly warm.
We've got a little radiator inside it to keep me boiled at all times.
Yeah, I'm glad they didn't give that penalty. I thought, I don't know.
The fun thing is that you would have been watching with the volume off in the tactics cupboard.
Yeah.
The whole stadium, as soon as the referee started to talk, the whole stadium cheered at the French side. So we were convinced it was a
Also,
penalty.
he pointed that way, which
He
looked
he
like
pointed,
a penalty.
looked like he was pointing to the spot. He even caught the BBC commentators out as well, and then we were all shocked that it wasn't a penalty.
He didn't really get. He didn't get the ball, but he also
Yeah.
didn't really get contact.
Yeah.
But
That's the
like,
issue.
he did force him to have to jump over.
Exactly. If he doesn't do that, then Mbappe just runs into the box.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, I guess so. But
I mean-
game's opened out a little bit more.
Yeah.
I think it's
I was going to say for the game, I think heads would have dropped for Senegal a little bit.
Mm.
And maybe France might have returned to form and, just
I think you're
sat
right.
down deep. So it's
Yeah.
I like that it's still 0-0.
For the narrative, it's a great decision, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's the correct one.
Yeah.
My friend Paul is texting me to say when the referee goes over and grabs the side of the VAR monitor, he's making the same riff in his head that I did, tapping the side of the TV. I feel like that's something that men of a certain age will all think of.
well, I like the referee going over and saying, "I'm not convinced there's enough there to overturn my original decision."
Yeah.
I mean, how often do you see a referee go to the VAR screen and then come back and not overturn?
Not
Usually
often.
involves Arsenal those games.
Famously, Chris Kavanagh overturned his decision, actually. So.
Yeah.
Famously, Victor Gyökeres scored 27 goals in the entirety of the
He
season.
thinks the lady doth protest too much.
Uh,
Yeah, so these moments now, France are having a lot more.
oh, what a goal that is. Oh!
There's so much more space in the middle now that they're able to access, and yeah,
It's one of those games as well where, like, Mbappe's now had 3, possibly 4 half chances.
Yeah.
However hard it is to achieve, I feel as though people are going to rinse him after the game and say that they would have expected more from him simply because of the calibre of player he is.
Yeah.
I think you're right there, John, when you said he's rusty. Like, he obviously coming off the back of an injury, does look just a little bit off.
the penalty as well
I
came
mean-
from him drifting out wide, receiving the ball wide, and running at speed, which
Yeah.
is obviously quite different from what he was doing in the first half, where he was playing in the middle and just not getting any kind of access at all. And when he does, like, he doesn't have the ability to just have that burst and go, which, is a perennial question, isn't it? Do you start Mbappe wide,
Yeah.
or do you play him in the middle? Yeah, so the space now is just...
But it's also like, yeah, if you're going to start in the middle, you have to have people rotating with them.
Yeah.
And you have to time it right. Otherwise, you just have what happens at Madrid. That's what I'm feeling a bit with this match, is that there's not enough bodies in the centre of it a little bit.
And I feel as though he's a player who, is great to have when you in these sorts of situations when you're running at back lines, right?
Go on.
I mean, France looks so much
Take
more
it first
dangerous
time.
now because that space has opened up for them in the middle, so
Yeah.
they can force the Senegal back line to run backwards and then have runners off and find the pockets of space that open out. So.
Yeah.
It's quite reassuring to just have Alan Shearer talking in my ear the whole time. I don't mind. You know, commentators get loads of crap, but I don't mind it. I quite like it.
Great ball again, Elise.
Go on.
Oh,
Oh, what a
lovely
goal.
There it is.
Lovely goal.
Beautiful.
It's a brilliant ball from Elise.
Just
It's
gorgeous.
just lovely movement
Just
as well,
gorgeous.
isn't it? It was coming.
Yeah. And it doesn't take much.
Ugh.
Oh, we'll get Tad. Don't worry, there's a hydration break soon. You'll get another chance to.
No, I should wait. I should wait in solidarity with the players.
That's true. Oh, he's smiling now.
Yeah.
There we go. Look at that ball. That is
Yep.
wonderful.
Unbelievable.
And also just like the knowledge of where the goal is. I know that sounds so simple, but
No,
like
you're right.
he doesn't look.
He doesn't look. Look at how many steps he takes, man.
So many people would take a touch in that situation.
Oh my God. Just reposition his
Brilliant.
body and then smack. I mean, Jesus. The level of fitness you have to be in to.
It's smart as well because he knows all he has to do is just hook it because he's so far beyond the goal that he's not going to overplay
The
it the other
keeper's
way.
got to
So
cover
you've
the
just
near
got to hook
post.
it as much as you can and you'll probably find the far side.
That's it.
Was he onside? Oh, it's 1-1. Oh, he's offside. He's offside.
It's off.
Finish that was, though.
Nicholas Jackson
my
just
gosh.
offside there for an equaliser. I mean, it was so convincing that the score is updated.
Yeah.
And now they've changed it to 0-0. Oh no. The power of offside. That's a lovely finish.
Gorgeous.
Brilliant finish.
Oh, that's even better than his first half finish.
Did he definitely off it? It was quite
I think
tight.
rule of cool, that should have been allowed to stay.
There you go. They've corrected it now.
Okay, thank God. It's back to 1-0. Oh, hydration break.
Fair play.
Hey, John, will you pass me all of those cards along the line?
Just rewatching the goal back, it's what we were talking about before the stream actually, where we were saying that you've got to think about how you're positioning yourself to create tension, and we can see that one of the Senegalese centre backs gets pulled out because Dembele drops off the line, so he gets pulled out, and you can see just before Elise plays the ball, the centre back pointing at Dembele, just saying someone has to take him up. But at that point, you can see we can see Dembele Mbappe making the run into the space behind that centre back as well. So
Yeah.
exactly what we were talking about before. When you're trying to break down a block, you have to put the opponents into these sorts of tensions where you're forcing them to think about two things at once or three things at once.
Yeah.
So they've worked it really nicely. Nice movement by Mbappe, and really nice finish, as you say.
Lovely. Hey, Tad,
Yeah?
you want to read a joke?
I am contractually obliged to.
You can
you
say
go.
no, don't let
What do you
them
think
win.
about this
No,
one?
no,
You like
I-
this one?
All right. Oh.
Yeah, he likes it. That's good.
This is not the face I make when I like something. Wincing in agony. Just the devil's in hell. Oh, he likes it. I didn't know. I thought it was a bit hot, but he likes it.
I think you're going to read it really well. I'm excited.
Yeah. The Netherlands is often known as the Gooch of Europe.
What?
Oh, wait. That's the nether regions. The
Ah.
Netherlands is just a normal country.
It's just a normal country.
Very
Dan.
good.
Yeah.
Mate,
It's easy to get confused though between the Netherlands and the nether regions.
it's very, very easy. I think it's why I get extra time on my exams.
You can keep that. You keep that. Take that home with you. I know you'll want to read it again
Geography.
later.
It was a mess. It was
You'll want to study that for joke structure when you get home, I'm sure. It's almost certain about that. I've enjoyed that. You know what? The hydration breaks are really showing up for me the last couple of days. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. Kai, it feels sort of right somewhat now that France are one goal ahead, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's definitely coming.
Yeah.
Certainly this, it's horrible to use the phrase, but third quarter,
Oy vey.
France have been massively on top. They've come out since the start of the second half, and like John was describing, their movement is causing Senegal so many problems, and they have that attacking quality, and Elise's passing has been so quick as well. I mean, the quality of it is amazing, but the coordination required to spot and play it that quickly into players who can run that quickly, it's amazing.
Yeah.
And
Doesn't even think about it.
no, it's so good, and they deserve to be in front. It's interesting whether maybe the momentum will shift the other way. I mean, as they sprint forward, France, it doesn't feel like it. Here's Elise and Koundé.
France are really starting to work that right-hand side quite
Yeah,
nicely.
definitely.
Yeah, we saw like a bit of, double width with Koundé and Elise at first. To sort of pull things around, open the space out. Sort of Koundé making that overlapping run, pulling the players with them, compacting the space in the back line, but opening space inside, which then Elise could occupy. So yeah.
Do you think a part of that is because Diouf, as good as he is going forward, is maybe not so strong defensively from what I've seen at West Ham this season, at least?
Yeah, and I think Senegal just aren't getting as compact as they were in
Yeah.
the second half as they were in the first half. So they're getting a little bit frayed in the. You can see now if you look at the structure that they are throwing players forward, and if they lose the ball, then those spaces are quite open for the French.
Yeah.
It's the age-old problem, really, is that like obviously you want to open out space in possession, but it means you have to retain possession of the ball in order for that to not become an issue later on.
Yeah.
And I feel as though Senegal, like their team, is going to benefit from playing a bit more directly. They've got a lot of direct runners, which then puts you in a bit of a dilemma of like, do we go aggressive but then risk the counter, or do we try and play more patiently but then maybe reduce our ability to be really dangerous in terms of chance creation?
The little blanket, as Rafa Benitez once
That's right,
referred to it.
I think it was the poor man's blanket, he called it.
The poor man's blanket?
Yeah, because it's not big enough, right?
Right,
So
okay.
either your head's cold or your feet are cold. You've got to
Yeah.
make the decision.
I wasn't expecting a socio-economic tint to that. But here's a corner. We all know games can change on corners. Senegal with it. Good delivery. Nope. Take that back.
Not like that, it won't.
I do love Jackson's heart.
Yeah.
He's got some Nunez in him.
You want him to succeed, watching.
Yeah.
Who's that?
That's Miles McBride of the New York Knicks.
Okay.
Ah, you're listening on you.
Yes. I was watching
There's
thinking,
no way you know that.
am I supposed to know?
Who this guy is? All right. Cool.
So again, here just space opening up between
Yeah.
defence and midfield, and they can just get the ball across if
From the left hand
Yeah.
side.
Due actually plays that diagonal ball in. It's looking quite dangerous right now.
Mendy cramping up.
Have you found the game fun, you guys?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been good.
It's been one of the more fun ones so far, I would say. I think that I was saying earlier that I think that a lot of the first round games for all the teams have been like a little bit tepid,
Yeah.
but France have just been so. I mean, they were a little slower to start, but like, I don't know, they were just kind of undeniable in the game, right?
It's one of those games as well where it's not going to be one team just bedding in against the other the
Yeah.
whole time, which I think, part of the problem with some of the other games has been that a team very early on has just made that decision and stuck with it, and it's gone for 80 minutes or so. And a nice attack here down the wide area.
It's also really exciting to see attackers properly running at defenders, which there's been a lot of in this game.
Yeah.
I do like how much this referee's letting it go.
Yeah, the refs have been quite lenient, I think.
Very
Yeah.
lenient. It's good.
That first Mbappe chance where
Yeah.
there was the Mendy save, really good save. I thought that was definitely a foul. The guy that got taken out and then they were just threw in behind. So this is Ibrahima Mbaye of PSG, who everyone's quite excited about, and Habib Diarra of Sunderland, who will be familiar to many of our viewers. See Senegal pressing right up now there,
Yeah.
and France really making the effort to get occupation in those spaces in between the lines. At least they're so good at that, I think.
He's amazing, isn't he?
He's such a good player, yeah.
Tad, who is your favourite footballer?
Right now, or in general,
Right now and then ever.
at least say such a hack thing to say, because he is just so fun to watch.
Yeah. Oh, France with a beautiful break here. Mbappe just nearly knocked Koulibaly over. It's amazing.
It's the beauty of being in a winning game state, though, is that now
Yeah.
France can just hit on the break.
I'd say Lamine Yamal right now is my favorite footballer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just like, I it's like watching Neymar compilations on the opposite wing.
Yeah.
I like how much responsibility he takes. I also love his mentality for how young he is, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
All times got to be Ronaldinho, obviously, because he always plays the smile on his face,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
He was amazing.
What about you?
This is gonna sound stupid,
Yeah.
but I always, when he was playing, I always liked Robbie Brady.
Who?
Robbie Brady.
Wow.
Remember this one? Who's this one?
Robbie Brady. He was
Holland Burnley
he was
star.
was he youth at Man United?
He was youth at
originally,
Man U,
right?
yeah.
But, like he played for he was like a kind of Prem journeyman.
Yeah.
Played for a bunch of teams. Most recently Burnley, right? But yeah, like I first saw him at Norwich, where he was quite good fun. And was it Hull as well?
He was, yeah.
A few other places. He's currently at Preston North End.
He's still going.
I didn't know that. I thought
How old is he?
he might be retired.
How old? Only 34.
Do you have good European championships?
I don't
With
remember. I
Ireland.
don't recall that.
Yeah.
Did he?
Quite a famous.
But there was
Yeah.
like
Scored a free kick for them, didn't he?
there was a couple of Premier League seasons where he was just always good for a free kick goal. Like
Yeah.
he felt like one of those players, a bit in the Gary Neville mold, where he really seemed like. He seemed like the dream of meritocracy. Like he seemed like, oh, this guy works hard and
Yeah.
he's made it without being necessarily an elite player.
Yeah.
So I was always kind of like drawn to the Robbie Brady story.
Something we've not really talked about is how, look, for example, now Senegal pressing really high, but they are not willing to push their back line super high because they've got Koulibaly in that back line.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's partly why that space is opening up so much, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, also, Dane in the chat has suggested that Senegal might want to take some notes from Toronto FC's victory over Arsenal. Tactical notes as well. That might help them in the game.
Thanks, Dane.
He's got to circulate the ball. And ping up the wings.
Oh!
Oh, if Senegal had scored there, then Dane would have had egg on his face.
He's been so good, though. Nicholas Jackson.
Jackson's been very good.
He's been
Jackson's
so
been very
good.
Criminally underrated player, I think.
Is he
You think so?
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
Because I think, I don't know, I think he's one of those players who looks clunky and therefore gets judged on that. I mean, even there, right, it's like he's sort of shinned it a bit, but he just gets into the right places.
Yeah.
He's decent off the ball.
He
Yeah.
gets decent numbers as well. Like nothing
Yeah. His
spectacular.
goals, his underlying numbers are always quite decent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I was Chelsea, I'd be looking to hold on to him this summer. I know they probably will sell him because they kind of have to sell almost everyone they own, but
We just have to get rid of him.
yeah. Delap. Oh, God.
Nothing would make me. There's actually no other metric I would judge the season by other than whether Delap stays or goes. Delap is like, he's a symbol of the dilapidation of Chelsea. Just the
That's too easy to be true.
It's the fall.
Sounds like a joke from a joke card. That does.
How dare you?
Like, could you imagine us signing someone like him 10 years ago? The level of desperation we'd have to be in the market. He just upsets me.
Who do you hope that Chelsea sign this summer? I mean, someone realistic. You can't say Lamine Yamal.
Ronaldinho.
Someone realistic.
And how
It's got to be a big, experienced centre back.
And how many years of contract do you get? 10?
I think 15 for the next one, right?
Harry Maguire, 25-year contract. I want to see a 59-year-old Harry Maguire starting for Chelsea.
He gave that interview to Restless Football on Netflix, and I was intrigued to note that he pointed out that it was that he had some words with Thomas Tuchel. I was obviously disappointed to not to be called up.
Yeah.
But also when he said at the next World Cup I'll be 37, he didn't rule himself out of selection. Which at 30, I'm trying to think, like, have England taken a 37-year-old to a World Cup recently? Jordan Henderson is 35, is he?
Yeah.
I think David James was like 40 in 20.
Goalkeepers don't count, though, do they?
No.
Goalkeepers don't count.
We've really got to stop having this conversation about how old we'll be at certain.
I know.
Oh, here go France
Wow.
again.
Wow. It has to be.
That's
Wow.
What a
brilliant
finish.
finish.
Bradley.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's what you want to see.
How do they, just a tiny bit of lift? That's so hard to do. Incredible.
Not composure you always associate with Barcola as well. That's just a very good finish.
Yeah, I assumed it was Mbappe from
I am
the
devastated
7
about.
pixels of our TV screen.
Yeah.
That's the other good thing about the tactics cupboard.
It
Is you
was
can actually
HD.
see the game.
We're watching on standard definition. It's better today than it was yesterday, I have to say. This is devastating news also, though, because I was just looking over Points Are Bad outside, which is a prediction game that we play, Ted. We predict the scorelines ahead of time.
Yeah.
And our absent colleague, JJ Bull, who must be stopped at all costs, predicted 2-0 France. So he's going to be sitting happily at home or wherever on earth he is at the moment. Real shame.
This is just too easy for France here. Just one ball out to Rabiot and then acres of space for him to play that ball into.
How old is Barcola?
24?
He's young.
24.
24.
Oh, he's older than I thought. If he's 24,
Maybe he's not. Maybe he's not.
23.
23.
Okay.
It's very much what we said in the preview, though, is that Senegal will want to play more direct, but they're going to have to balance that off against leaving themselves open. And as soon as you open that space out for France, they
Forget about it.
Yeah. Oh, Senegal have been good. They've been a great value there, haven't they?
Yeah.
I think they're unlucky not to go ahead. I think
Yeah.
they
I think
could easily have been 1-0 up in the first half, and then
Absolutely.
then it's a different game, right? Because then you stay in your block and you frustrate France and try and hit them on the break.
The depth. Jesus Christ.
Alan Shearer's talking about the depth that France have to come off the bench, which is pretty frightening to think about.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. But again, it's like the perfect thing, right? You bring someone off the bench, they score. It's much easier for you as a coach because you can say, I told you were going to be a finisher. You came on, you scored your goal.
Yeah.
Then it justifies playing that player in that way, and you deal with a little bit of potential angst if the player's like, I deserve to be starting. So I think it's
Well,
all good
people
stuff.
are talking about that as it relates to Saka as well, like to try and manage his injury load, the notion that he might come on towards the end of games instead of starting.
Right.
Which means Madueke will be starting.
Means Madueke is going to be starting, yeah.
But they've got a nice group insofar as they'll play Croatia first game. They'll probably win the second game. If they win both those games, you then just do a change up side for the third game, which then means you can rest players. You can play players who maybe aren't going to get a huge amount of minutes. It just makes it makes things a lot easier from a game management perspective.
I was reading Liam Toomey, Athletic Chelsea reporter, wrote a piece earlier. It was about the Chalobah call up. He said that Thomas Tuchel picked Chalobah for a game when he was at Chelsea a while ago. would that have been? I'm trying to work out timelines with Madueke.
I don't think they would have overlapped. Madueke was a Graham Potter signing, technically.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he came in from abroad.
Right.
Yeah.
Was he like PSV or something?
It was
PSV, yeah.
Was that direct transfer from PSV?
a direct transfer, yeah.
Because where was he when he was a kid? Was he
Spurs.
He was a Spurs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why, he just always feels like a Cobham Academy person.
He does.
He has
He
that
does.
vibe.
The Spurs Academy doesn't seem to produce anyone either, right? So who's the best Spurs Academy products of the last 10 years?
Last 10 years.
Harry Kane's an Arsenal one.
Yeah.
Harry Winks?
Harry Kane's probably quite high up. I can't believe I forgot him.
Kane's the weird one though, right? Because like, yes, he's an academy product technically, but like he was finished in like a lot of
Loans.
weird clubs around
Yeah.
the UK.
Yeah.
Wasn't
And also, they didn't actually rate him that highly for quite a long time.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Blimey. Spurs Academy.
It's like
Didn't he
Skip
used to
and
start-
Winks, isn't it? That's the people.
They did
Was Skipper
love Skip,
Spurs
yeah, Skip.
Academy product, and George, Kevin, and Kudu. Yes, no, maybe
They
not.
brought him in. Yeah, I'm struggling. Dane Scarlett was a player they had a lot of.
Troy Parrott.
Troy Parrott.
I
Chat
zoned,
must be
zoned
good.
out for a minute, and then I came back, and you were talking about Troy Parrott. what did I miss?
We were just talking about players that have been developed by the Spurs Academy.
Right.
So presumably the chat will be throwing some out there.
We're going to talk about Spurs, but on the podcast, by the way, because they have been active in.
So we're
transfer
going to talk
window.
about Harry Winks.
Yeah, no, sadly no.
I think he's available this summer.
Oh, Cherky being subbed on. Who's he? It's just a random France substitute. Never heard of him.
Yeah.
So true.
That space again now. Look at it.
Yeah.
It's just
They're so
cavernous.
stretched now, Senegal,
yeah. But again, using the width, they were able to drag players over because their forward line is taking so long to get back. The midfield gets pulled over and space opens out there as well.
Oof. Wow.
Buckler's having fun since he came on. Yeah, there's just not enough compaction front to back. There's so much space between the front and back lines for Senegal.
Which at this point, if you're chasing a game down, you're going to have to accept that's going to be the case.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think as we said before, like with Koulibaly in that back line, you just don't really want to push it too far. Whereas I think if you were braver, you would just try and squeeze and play a high line and
Yeah.
give yourself at least a chance of compacting that space in the middle. But Pat Cease always makes me happy because he was playing for Rayo Vallecano in those early days when I was watching Iraola.
Didn't he score the winner in the AFCON final? Well-
No, was that not Pap Gay?
Oh, sorry. It's
Sorry.
the Pap.
Wow, he's strong.
See, look at that space. It's insane.
Insane.
It's still a great ball as well. From
Oh,
that
yeah.
Which is funny because Barkala's finishing has been
Yeah.
up and down the season.
Yeah.
That's tidy.
Yeah. It's also more space than he's probably getting. Actually, I don't know. I'm guessing.
Ligue 1,
That's
you're getting
maybe
quite a
his
bit of space.
I don't know. I
He had some
don't
in
know
the
whether
Champions League
teams.
final.
They also don't really play much in League.
Yeah,
One,
good
do
point,
they?
actually.
Yeah.
Well, someone's got to play at some point.
Yeah, I guess so.
Hey, just to let the chat know, by the way, after the game's finished, we're going to put on a Be Right Back graphic just for 5 or 10 minutes while we plot this part of the podcast. And then we'll come back and do the Tifo podcast. Incidentally, if we're watching this live now on the Athletic FC YouTube channel, you will be automatically ported over. Imagine that. We're going to forcibly move people to a different channel and then joined by some others, I think, as well. But don't go anywhere. If you want to watch us record the podcast, we're going to squeeze that in between. Who starts at 11? Is it Norway? that
Norway,
play at
Iraq.
11?
Norway, Iraq.
That's going to be a good game. So yeah, we'll get it finished before then.
I do have a tiny bit of analysis if people want
What for?
for the end of the game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you want to do
We
it now?
don't need to. Well, I was going to do something on why do why do teams play the ball into touch from kickoff? But we don't need to if we don't want to.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Have I misunderstood? Yes.
Is
Yeah,
that-
no, we're going to do that, yeah.
Yeah.
But is it okay if I go out of the room to plan the show?
Yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
perfect. All right, so in which case maybe we don't need to say anything.
Maybe.
Will I be needed for that bit?
It'd be nice to have someone around, maybe. I don't know.
Do you want to wait until it finishes before you start? There's 8 minutes of additional time.
I just jumped in John's seat as soon as he got up. It is warm. Warm seat.
Yeah, John's mic is now on. You can talk.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Lovely.
John, it's suddenly become an amazing game as soon as you left the...
Yeah,
just-
I've got the game on my.
Oh, you can see it on your
computer,
laptop.
So,
How
the
far
joke's
behind
on
you?
you.
Give
20
me a-
seconds.
Give me a time count.
28, 29.
Oh, yeah.
30.
Full 20, a full
But it's
20
quite
seconds.
useful if I was watching. I could then
Yeah,
rewatch the
France.
goal as it happened. It's just not.
Yeah. Really?
You sounded surprised.
Yeah, he just usually makes the right decision. Just stunt.
Some good warm chair chat. You know,
Oh, people in the chat are talking about your warm chair.
about the warm chair. So
The warm
when you
hands
got
and the
that
cool
on
chair.
marshmallow heater. What do they think when you put marshmallows in the fire? What they call it? The Americans always do it, right?
Oh, s'mores?
S'mores.
Yeah. Tad, what's been your highlight of the game?
I'm really happy that wasn't a penalty.
Yeah.
I know it should have been. It should have been. But this game wouldn't have been. This would have been a 1-0
Yeah.
if that went in.
Yeah, I can see what you mean by that, yeah.
I like that the game opened up and everyone was like, "All right, we have to attack now."
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, I would say it's like one of the more entertaining games so far, right?
Yeah.
Which is nice because sometimes World Cups, big tournaments have a tendency for those big games to be the boring ones.
Yeah, they're dodgy. Everyone's scared. That's how I feel about finals in general.
Yeah?
Yeah, I feel like in general I've not really seen all the final. It's like the build up
Yeah.
and the anticipation is the fun, but the actual act is
Yeah.
like
Like Gareth Bale's son.
Everyone's
I don't know if it was Gareth Bale's son, but it was Gareth Bale.
Wow.
With a child, which was probably his son.
Probably, yeah.
I imagine. Didn't have a secret handshake though, like Tom Brady's.
Imagine how cool it would be, though, if it was someone else's child, they were sat in the other seat, and you just sat next to Gareth Bale
Yeah,
for the
that
game.
would be right there.
That would be incredible.
I tweeted before about Peyton Manning, but apparently it's Eli Manning.
Right.
Yeah.
He showed up, but
How
he
about
was
that?
he was with, I assume, his son, maybe Gareth Bale's son. Who knows? But he was pointing out what was going on the pitch, and I was like, Peyton Manning is a tactico, and everyone was like, it's Eli Manning. So I then looked silly. So
We got some good analysis from the live chat actually as well. This is from the Thierry Minator on YouTube. Says that France using third man runs very effectively, unlike Kaya with Arsenal at half time. What a shame.
I think this should be.
I missed this game. It was terrible.
I was
Right.
so happy with his name as well. It had the word Thierry in it, and then, and then he
thought
stabbed me
you
in the
were gonna
back. I
get
thought it was on
some love.
terra firma, yeah.
yeah.
It was safe ground, but
you were one of us.
no.
That you got to make that. Another mistake from Turkey. You never see it.
I don't know, man. I think doing kick-ups in the Carabao Cup final was big picture mistake.
Oh,
I think.
that's football at its
That's
purest.
fuel.
it's tough coming on in like just before injury time as well, getting in the rhythm. I think. So
It's just funny. I love it.
If that had been against your team, say you're you're in the final, you're actually playing in the final at
Yeah.
Wembley, and
Yeah.
you're losing, and someone starts doing kick-ups.
Wasn't that in the game against Chelsea?
No,
No,
the
it's the
Arsenal
Carabao Cup
Carabao
final.
Cup
Carabao
final.
Cup. Yeah,
Then
yeah.
what
Ben
happened
White.
in that game? I've forgotten what happened in that.
I've forgotten to.
Bang.
Kepa.
Oh,
2-1,
2-1.
Senegal. 2-1.
Get the ball. Come on.
Let's go.
It's
the ball.
on.
Let's
It
get a
is
second
on.
one and destroy
Let's
John's
go.
analysis.
That could be so crucial at the end of the group.
We had
mistake from me.
Kai, you
I
had an
think.
apology. I know it's not the time but the Thierry Minator said all love for Kaya and Steve.
Ah.
Joe and John are having a bad influence.
It's all love, Thierry.
Don't back down. Double down.
Double down.
Double down.
Oh, do you think that's a mistake, or do you think that's just a really powerful shot?
I don't know if he's expecting it near post, but
Yeah, look at
I
this
think
diving.
he probably should.
He's dived.
Yep.
Oh
I think
no!
he probably should be able to save that.
What was my points are bad? Was it 2-1?
I don't recall. Let me just. check.
I don't think it was.
That's all
Yeah,
he
you got
cares
it.
about.
I think I went big on these ones. I think I went maybe
You went
3.
big with a
Mourinho gift.
2-1 prediction.
I
No,
think you
big
might have gone
with
3-1. Let me
3-1.
check.
John, watch your screen because you're about to get a good Didier Deschamps
Oh,
ball
I'm-
throw.
I'm no longer on it, I'm
Oh.
afraid.
You said 3-1.
Come on, France.
Kaya said 2-1.
Come
I said
on,
2-1.
France.
Yeah. I said
No,
0-0.
don't you dare! Oh,
Oh my days! Oh my God!
Get wrecked.
Magnifique.
That's wild.
That's beautiful. I'm gonna say it. And I'm gonna catch heat for it. I think Mbappe has the greatest World Cup legacy of any living footballer.
Well, he's really close to the all-time World Cup
Platini
goal scoring
record,
record,
yep.
isn't he?
I think he's got the greatest legacy.
Yep.
His legacy is greater than Messi's.
Wow.
Greater than Ronaldo's, easily.
Yeah.
I had a genuine
you know what-
second to enjoy that point to bad.
Do you know what was
thing.
really weird?
Literally the next
That
kick
felt
of the
more
ball.
more EAFC
Yes, than the
than any EAFC game we've played so far.
Yeah, the fact there's no one where they should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's a brilliant goal. And we've been talking about how he looks rusty the whole game as well.
Yeah.
Lemonek.
Someone in
Good
the chat
move.
said John manifested it live.
Oh,
I literally just said score, and they did. there was like 5 seconds between.
Where were you in the first half?
That's
John?
your.
Wow.
Did you notice how Mbappe listens to me?
Oh.
Look, whatever's happening here, it's terrible for me. I predicted 0-0 in this game, so I'm just racking up points now.
Beautiful.
Wow.
That boy can do no wrong.
Come on, if Senegal make it 3-2, that made me very happy now just to scupper John.
Oh, that must be so demoralising.
Oh my
because
God.
it happened quicker because you ran and got the ball out the net as well. If I just chilled, that might not have happened.
Yeah.
I could have got out of it with just 2-1.
Yeah.
Come on, ref, blow the whistle.
That's so painful.
So that first Mbappe goal earlier
Yeah.
meant that I'm reading Adam Crofton's put this on the Athletic Live blog. That goal took Mbappe's World Cup haul level with Messi. on
Wow.
13 goals. Mbappe had done it in far fewer games, which is 15 games compared to Messi's 26. He's now scored another, obviously. Just to put that in context, Cristiano Ronaldo. Anyone care to guess how many World Cup goals he scored?
4.
8.
Just 8.
Oh, wow.
Was there not a World Cup where he didn't score? Right in
There's a
the
couple.
His first one? Maybe?
I think he's been at more than 8 World Cups, so I think it's statistically impossible for it not to be not true.
What's the record? Do you know? Do you have that there?
Well, the record is
Closer.
it's
13.
it's Miroslav Klose's 16 goals.
16.
I think it is.
I think it is, yeah.
He's down injured now, though, is he?
My God.
Incredible.
Such a good
Oh my
goal.
God.
Ridiculous.
Hey John, so the analysis you're going to do when this game has ended, are you going to? Is it the sort of thing that you're going to say again in the podcast?
No,
I'm trying to work
probably
out how to frame like what kind of questions would you like me to ask you for that part of the podcast?
Which part of the podcast?
The front Senegal game. Like,
Oh,
what would you like to raise?
yeah. What do we think of the interesting topics?
I think there's some player-led stuff here, clearly, but also I don't know. It feels like it's part of a theme of games, doesn't it? Tactically speaking.
Yeah, I guess the question for me is that like it took France a long time to get underway,
Yeah.
and it took them a while to start finding ways of breaking the Senegal block. And I think as well, Senegal started.
Oh,
going,
is that an own goal?
That's in.
It's 3-2.
That's in.
That's in.
No, he said
No.
no. He
No
said
goal.
no.
But maybe that means yes, because before he put it on the spot.
But yeah, I guess that could be a theme, an ongoing theme with France. Are they going to struggle when they're denied space? How are they going to do it?
Yeah.
Great work from Manuel.
I think that's clear. Not a goal.
Yeah.
Very clear.
Very
Yeah.
clear. Not even a bit of the ball over.
Not
you
even,
go.
yeah. I don't know what you
Game over. Beautiful.
Great, man.
Well done.
Well done.
All right, I'm going to step outside for 2 minutes to plan.
I mean, everyone feel free to leave because I'm.
No. Like, why don't you chat through your analysis to Tad and
guys.
to Kai? You need to go to Luke, to Tad and to Ryan, and then I'll come.
Sounds good.
Like
Let's
if you
take
run,
it.
if
We'll
you
take
run
turns.
over,
We'll take turns.
Break.
if you stop
No, you
and
can
we're
go
not
first,
back in,
I'll
we
come.
can cut to a be right back sign. So for audience, just as Kai walks past the camera, there he goes. No. John's going to do a little bit of analysis now. I'm going to step out. We're going to prepare the podcast, and if you want to watch us do the podcast, in which, by the way, we'll talk about this game, but we're also going to talk about. In fact, let me just tell you quickly. We're also going to talk about Livramento being injured and Chalobah's call up. Spurs have done loads of transfers. I did want to talk about Amorim to Milan, but I think we're going to run out of time, so we might have to save that for later in the week. And also, Tad's going to read some more incredible jokes.
Oh no, I might have to use the toilet.
Yeah, you can step out. I'll cue you when.
Tad went to the loo and just left.
But by the way, you want to take a 10-minute break now? You step outside as well. That's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
This is
I'm
going to be
out.
really short
Yeah.
anyway. So.
All right, okay. Well,
I wanna watch this, yeah.
enjoy John's analysis, and then we'll pause and we'll come back for the podcast in about 10 minutes' time. Cool.
Do you want me to go straight in?
No, well, let me walk past you awkwardly.
Yeah,
in
that's what I was
silence,
thinking.
and then-
That's what I thought would be better.
Let's just take our time. Hold on.
Let's not make this weird for everyone. What are you talking about now, John?
So one of the questions I get asked about a lot is why is it that teams straight from kickoff are yeeting the ball directly out of field, out of touch, in for a throw-in. So I thought I would talk a little bit about that, why that's happening. And I think there's three things probably I'll say. Why are we starting to see more teams using this? Because a lot of teams are using this approach from kickoffs. The first one is that Luis Enrique is doing it. And I think when a coach of that stature starts kicking the ball straight out of play from kickoff, then a lot of other teams are just going to necessarily follow. But there's another couple of things that I think are really interesting about why this sort of thing might be happening. The first thing to notice is that from a kickoff scenario, both teams have to be in their own half. So this is a unique situation which you won't have at any other point in the game. So if you kick the ball long, which a lot of teams do, and then you lose the breakdown, then you're in this scenario where you're actually defending in quite a unique scenario. So in many respects, I think teams are quite happy going long because then you give your going long into touch because I think in this scenario we can see that what was the cut that I did there? Let me do that again. You weren't listening. Because I think in those scenarios where if you go long and you lose the ball and it breaks down, then you're in quite a unique situation where actually your players might not be able to read the scenario very well. So if you kick the ball out to touch, ball goes out, and then you have chance for all of your players to push up the field and organise themselves in a way that is maybe a little bit more responsive to the game. I also think on top of this, you could say it gives your players time to get into their heads into the game. You kick the ball out and you're saying, right now, we know this situation for a throw-in, so get into your throw-in structure and then we can go from there. Whereas I think if you kick it off straight from kickoff, players might not have their head in the game and again, you're inviting the possibility of things going wrong. But the other thing is that once you're in this scenario, you may say, well, you started off with the ball, you had control of the ball and you could have had possession. What you're doing when you play it out is you're giving possession back to the opponents. So why might you be wanting to do that? But then what you have to realise is that, firstly, one of their players is going to go off the pitch to take the throw, which means that you're going to potentially have the ability to overload around the ball. And also, this is what we would call a situation of unsettled possession, because essentially the guy has to throw the ball in, and you'll be under pressure to take it down and generate settled possession. So control the ball and find a way of actually starting to dominate the game in terms of that possession situation. And so essentially what you're doing then is, and because a lot of teams nowadays are structured to be able to, and built squad-wise to be able to dominate in these sorts of scenarios where they're pressing as well, you're almost just saying, okay, we're going to get the ball down the field, give ourselves time to restructure ourselves so that the game flow can start. But we're also going to be in a scenario where we're quite likely to win the ball back, cause the opponent problems, and we're high up the pitch, and we can maybe either get towards goal or we can have them play the ball long into our back line and then retain possession from there. So hopefully that's a nice little explainer for why teams are going direct out of play from kickoffs. Is that all right?
Love that. didn't want to interrupt you because I knew that was for a video, but do you think also that's just giving? It's immediately, if you think about like the way that Luis Enrique is using it. When we did the Stadio episode, and you were talking about mood, and this PSG side almost feels the closest to those peak Guardiola Barcelona sides in terms of intensity, or people just fear that they, the panic. Yeah. So if you're already in your own right back position and you're already under the with their notorious pressing, it's not a particularly pretty tactic. But it's kind of like leans into the psychological warfare aspect of it. Which
absolutely. And it's like you say, you're automatically being thrown into that game where they're like, we're going to come for you. Yeah. We're not going to allow this. It's also worth saying that, but PSG did it a lot in the Champions League final and the run up to the final, where the goalkeeper was just playing it directly out of play. Yeah.
Everyone kept thinking it was a mistake. It was like, guys, he's been doing this for 3 ties now. Yeah.
But again, I think in those scenarios, you give yourself the chance of just being able to win the ball. Back, change the state of the game. I think they were doing it against against Bayern. PSG were, and it was you're playing the ball over the head of someone like Michael Olise, and I guess essentially what you're saying is you're going to have to take the ball down again from an unsettled possession moment into a settled possession moment. You're going to be way more vulnerable in those moments than you are if we try and build up from the back and then win it back through a counter press, or if we go long and then you can then play the ball into a channel and he runs onto it as well. So again, I think it's just about getting the game into like favourable states, so that you're well positioned and well structured to be able to. And anything like this, like when you're playing it out for a throw in, it's a set piece, right? So you're able to get into your head like we're gonna be able to control this situation. Obviously not completely, but it takes a scenario where, like from a goal kick, or a goalkeeper under pressure or a kickoff. That you're going to be in this situation where you're saying, okay, this is a bit of a risky scenario. Let's just force it into a scenario where suddenly that's de-risked and we're able to go again.
Interesting. Nice one, man. Should we put a little pause screen on, Don, while we get ready for the podcast?
Can I yeet the mic now?
Everyone in the chat.